Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin decided to step down yesterday, ending a 19-year run with the team, which he never had a losing season. Tomlin is not expected to land elsewhere in 2026. The Columbus Blue Jackets' new head coach Rick Bowness coached his first game with the team last night, and he got his first win, 5-3 over the Calgary Flames. The Jackets will go for their third win in a row against the Vancouver Canucks at home tomorrow. Coverage for that game starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And finally, Ohio State tight end Max Klare announced he's declaring for the 2026 NFL Draft, while starting left guard Luke Montgomery announced he is coming back for his senior season with the Buckeyes. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, improving health, eating better, losing weight. Have you started your New Year's goal? Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, go to hell. Tyvis, how are you?
I am doing well. I got an update for you. Last week,
Tsunami?
will you stop? It's not the name.
Tsunami is the name of the baby.
The only way Tsunami is going to be the name is if he tells me in about 20 years
He wants to go by Tsunami?
he wants to go get Suni Lee.
Go get Suni Lee.
He want to be with Suni Lee.
Sure,
And she
okay.
agrees to this.
Okay, fine. Tyvis trying to figure out the name for his baby boy that's on the way, and it's got to be a T name, and one of his buddies suggested Tsunami, which I thoroughly approve of. I think that's great.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. Actually, the listeners do too, because we got a tweet last night, like middle of the night. I shout out to Dalton, who tweeted us and said, Johnny Tsunami was the best Disney Channel movie. Brink was great as well. Further proof that Tsunami is the name. Yeah, that's right. This is breaking news. You're going to call him Tsunami. I'm going to listen.
You know what?
You can name the boy whatever you want. His nickname on this show will be Tsunami.
I would tell you this. If you can convince Laurencia Marie Powell that kid's name should be Tsunami,
when I see
I'd
Lauren,
be here for it.
I will say whatever you guys choose as the name, that will be the name of the child. Then when we come on this show, I'm going to say how Tsunami do it.
Can you give us, like, who the betting favorites are name-wise, or are you not even there? Like, do you guys have, like, a couple of favorites right now?
I asked her the other day about her top 3, and it was Tevin, Tatum, and
Topanga.
And
No?
I can't remember. I can't remember what the third one was, but it was Tevin. Tevin has been like the name for her. For
Tevin's good.
Like Tevin Coleman?
Sure. Tevin Campbell. Can we talk?
That's right. I know that song.
For a minute.
I love that song.
Girl, I want. You don't know that song?
I don't know that song.
That's you got.
Do you know Seven Dust?
Never heard of it.
See, exactly. That's
You
where we
ever
live.
heard
It's
of
fine.
It's been a while.
Stained. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Anyways, let me tell my story.
Go ahead.
I got to update the people on my daughter. So last Tuesday, I told y'all I had basketball camp.
Yes.
Every Tuesday, I got basketball camp at the YMCA. So last week, my youngest decided she didn't want to do nothing, and she just threw a temper tantrum, and I said that I should have whooped her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to fast forward, I didn't even update y'all. She ended up getting the whooping, not that day. She ended up getting it like Friday or something like that, right outside of a Mexican restaurant. I did it in public. I couldn't take it. I had to do it. It had to happen.
How did the first segment of the show become like whoop my kid's ass segment on the show? Why did that
That's
happen?
not the point of the story.
How did that?
But that's not the point of the story. I had to update the people. People wanted to
people are asking.
They probably was like, I wondered if Tyvis
They're
ever
called
whooped his
Child
kid.
Protective Services. That's CPS is asking.
I ended up whooping her, right?
Okay.
It's the best thing that could have happened, right?
Okay.
So yesterday we go to camp again. Before we walk in there, I said, listen, you gonna participate today. Like we ain't doing last week's stuff. You gonna participate. So we line up, they get to warming up. She's great. We get to the drills. This is the moment of truth. Okay.
Yeah.
She was a little like that at first, but she jumped in the front of the line. She like led the drill.
Oh.
And she did great.
Look at that.
And I looked at her, and it really made me upset.
Made you upset? Why? It should have made you proud.
Because she should have did it last week. It's like, I know you can do it. Like, why are you acting like you can't do this? And she had moments where she was like, I'm tired and I want mommy. And Lauren's like, get back out there. And she went back out there, to her credit, and she did great. She was scared. She got hit in the face with a ball. She started crying a little bit.
Yeah.
So then she got scared of the ball. So we doing passing drills, and she turning away from it.
No, you can't be afraid of basketball.
What I did? I went out there and I grabbed her and I said,
whooped her ass again.
No, I didn't whoop her. No, I didn't whoop her.
Right in front of every parent there. Yeah, that's right. That's what you did.
I'm not Joe Jackson, okay? I'm not Joe. But no, I got out there and I grabbed her hands and I stood there with her and I made my oldest toss her the ball and I grabbed her hands and I made her catch the ball.
That's good.
And I'm like, see, it's not hard.
It's not difficult.
And then I stepped away and she started catching it and she wasn't scared of it again. So long story short, she did great. She really did. And I was proud of her.
It feels like this is a bit of a metaphor, talking about a kid that could actually do something and didn't want to, and then needed a punishment to realize she could have done better.
Correct.
Kind of reminds me of your Columbus Blue Jackets.
Hines with a centering attempt. Couldn't connect. Jenner flips that puck high in the air on the left side. Monahan took a hit. Could not enter the zone. Now he's got the puck. There's a shot. And a score! And it's one of those things that makes you go boom! Boone Jenner picks it up, cuts into the left wing circle, and buries it as the Blue Jackets break the tie. They lead 4-3.
That was a night for Boone Jenner last night in the debut of Rick Bowness as your head coach. Bones, 1-0, baby, at Nationwide. Jackets get it done over Calgary, the Flames. Let's ignore the power play. Actually, not the power play, the penalty kill.
Yes.
What we need to ignore.
Power play good.
Power play
Penalty
good.
kill
Penalty
bad.
kill. Woof. But to be fair to Bones, who, by the way, I love the nickname. They said yesterday was Bones Day down in Nationwide. I said, does that mean I get? Do I get? I'm a bone. I'm a T-bone.
You willing to share the name?
Oh, yeah. He's been Bones. He was Bones before I was alive.
He got
Are
some
you kidding
years
me?
on you, doesn't he?
The man's 70. Yes, he can have the name. I'm T-Bone. He's Bones. There's room for more than one bone in this town.
I was going to say,
that's fine.
In light of that, you should have been the one to light the cannon, but they had Meredith Gaudreau light the cannon last night.
Yeah, excuse me. Meredith Gaudreau, can you get out of the way? My nickname, I have a dumb radio nickname. Could I be here?
You know, technically, you could be a part of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I don't. One, can't sing. Two, can't dance.
No. They rap.
And can't rap. All the above.
But they all got bone after that. You got,
I know
you got
do.
Lazy, Crazy, Busy, Wish,
Bones.
and Flesh.
Busy Bones the one I'm familiar with.
The light-skinned one?
I don't know. Is he the light-skinned one? I just know I've heard the name. Busy Bone.
Busy.
Didn't they name a street after them in Cleveland? Am I wrong?
No, East 1999. East 99?
Yeah.
That's just where they from.
No, they did it. I swear they had him out somewhere and they had him they had him name a street. I swear I saw this.
Maybe. I don't know.
You should keep up with your own hometown.
Tyvis, you're going to disagree with this just because you were born in Cleveland. Bone Thugs and Harmony, overrated.
Oh, God. Oh, stop. You know what, Dylan? Now that's for you.
I'm not even gonna let you. I'm doing a positivity thing. I'm not even gonna let that negative comment get to me.
They have two great songs. After that, not there.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. What's the first one that they're known for is the Crossroads. Yeah, right. The second one is Gangster's Paradise.
No, that's
wrong. Incorrect.
I'm about to say Gangster's Paradise.
Coolio. I know that. See if you guys are paying attention.
Gangster's Paradise.
That thing crossed over in a way that I had no idea was ever going to cross over like that. Are you kidding me? The fact that I knew about that as a kid, that tells you how much it crossed over. Don Waddell yesterday, they had a press conference when they introduced, this is the story with Rick Bones, new head coach of the Jackets. He apparently was on a boat with his wife in Florida where they live Monday morning at 11 a.m. He says he gets a call from Don Waddell saying, hey, you want to come coach the Blue Jackets? He said, honey, you're never going to believe who's on the phone. So they asked Don Waddell, why did you decide to make this change at the press conference yesterday? Again, this is almost less than 24 hours from when he got that phone call. Rick Bones is now in the building as your head coach, does a morning skate with the team. They had this press conference. Here's what Don Waddell said about making the change at head coach.
The bottom line for us is we haven't met our expectations. And, this first starts with me. We all take accountability in this. Coaches, players, and myself, we don't take any of this lightly. I have all the respect in the world for Dean and Steve, and I think last year they did a tremendous job in very difficult situations. But again, I think our expectations this year were higher than what we're achieving right now, and that's why we felt we'd make a change.
Don Waddell, of course, looking good after this move, but it's early, right? It's early.
Let me be frank here.
Okay.
Not
to be fair. Not to be fair, to be frank. Let's be frank. Go ahead.
I got to switch it up. They were supposed to be Calgary anyways.
They were.
This wasn't.
Well, they're supposed. Yes, but
this change to me won't matter. Won't mean that much to me until they get to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Here's what's different about that game last night, Tyvis.
They would have blew it in the third period.
Yes, 2-0 lead, you blow it. You're in the third period, and
they
you get that feeling of here we go again, and then they were able to shut that down.
Yeah, but also they were sitting back in the zone waiting around to get just destroyed? Or were they active? Were they getting out after it? Were they making plays? They looked like they had much more energy to me in that third period. And maybe that's, again, the new coach bump is part of that. But all the players talked about how he was much more talkative on the bench, much more. I mean, he got after him apparently at one point where he thought they would slow down the puck. So, yeah, there's a lot of positives here after one game. The negative, of course, is the worst power play in the league. Got 3 power play goals against you? Am I wrong? Is that where they got Calgary got all their goals in the power play?
I believe so.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a terrible power play that did that to you. Your penalty kill needs to improve, but it's day one. And I'm sure they are going to, Rick Bowness is just learning the guys' names. So a lot of this was, let's see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But a good start for the Jackets last night down in Nationwide. They will be back tomorrow night, and I believe it's Superman night. So they're going to have a whole bunch of fun stuff with that. If you want to get tickets and go to that, that should be a lot of fun. We will have your, your hero of the game last night. I assume he got the first star of the game. Boone Jenner will join us coming up at 8:30. Steelers looking for a new head coach. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Wednesday morning. We are noticing a couple of crashes pretty early, too. Starting off, our latest one happening in our southeast corner by Groveport. It's 270, that's southbound direction as you're approaching that 33 intersection. The right shoulder currently blocked out there, causing some delays this morning, but do be mindful as you're passing that area. Merge more towards the left to avoid some of the cop cars currently on scene. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call Tri-State Men's Health today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at Tri-State Men's Health will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
At Babs R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Babs R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued. Babs R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for home homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Now's the time to buy or renew your 2026 dog licenses. Not only are dog licenses required by law, but fees support the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. Buy or renew your dog licenses today at franklincountyauditor.com.
The nightmare of the cleared drain. Those drain clearing specials from the other guys seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. It's done right the first time, so that nightmare of a drain becomes a dream come true. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call 614-232-2222 to get started.
There's a light that only shines when we believe. A light that doesn't flicker, it explodes. We don't wait for the light at the end of the tunnel. We light it ourselves. The cannon is primed, Fifth Line. Tickets on sale now at bluejackets.com.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Educators have powerful voices, and in 2026, educators are using their voices to speak up and demand the funding, resources, and support our students need to learn, grow, and thrive. We are standing united for our students because we are stronger together.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV reports.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton.
ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers this morning, otherwise cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the 40s. And then as we head into the day, temperatures continue to plunge to right around freezing by late afternoon. We will see that rain transition into snow with gusty winds adding a wind chill. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with lows in the teens and still strong winds making our wake-up temperatures for Thursday in the single digits. Skies will be mostly sunny on Thursday with highs in the upper 20s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And tracky. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tell you what, got the text yesterday, then another text, then a bunch of texts and all the different text chains I'm in. Mike Tomlin, no longer coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's one of those type of news-breaking moments, right, where you kind of thought this might happen, thought they might step away or he might step away, didn't know exactly how that would go if he'd get fired. As it turns out, for just the third time since 1969, they're looking for a head coach in Pittsburgh.
Be a fourth head coach.
Chuck Noll got hired in 1969. Then you had Bill Cowher. Then you had Mike Tomlin.
That's it. That's the list.
Chuck Noll got the job right around the time America was going to the moon with the space program. And then Mike Tomlin got the job right around the time that the iPhone was being launched. So, I mean, like, these are the historic plateaus we're talking about here that happened. This is, I mean, I kind of figured that it might be time for both parties to move on. I didn't know if they would have the guts to fire him, and it appears...
He didn't get fired.
No, that's what I'm saying. It appears they didn't. It appears that... I don't know if it was one of those situations they walked in and said, hey, we don't want to have to fire you. You've earned the right to walk away. However, we strongly suggest that you do that. Otherwise, we're going to fire you. But then again, he walks away. That means technically the Steelers retain his rights. So if, let's say next year, he wants to go coach, they still have his rights. A team might have to trade for him. Or if it's this offseason, he decides to do that, a team would have to actually trade to get his rights. It's not as simple as him just going and signing with anyone he wants to.
I just don't like it.
What do you mean you don't like it?
You know, this is going to sound crazy. I hope Pittsburgh go 0-17. I really do.
Why is that going to sound crazy? You're a Browns fan.
They need to understand, like, they had it good. they act as if their roster is just this unbelievable, magnificent roster that can win a bunch of games. It's not. It's not that at all. And the fact that this man willed them to the wins and the seasons that they've had, they should be very thankful for that.
No,
all of this jumping for joy that he's gone, like, okay. Okay. You need to see how hard the NFL actually is. And it's going to be very humbling if they don't bounce back. I almost hope they don't. I hope they don't bounce back at all.
I'm a Tyvis bone. And here's why.
Of course you are.
This is rare.
They don't have anything. The GM is bad. The quarterback situation's bad. So Pittsburgh fans, I don't understand why they're so stoked this morning. And I know it's not the whole fan base, but it's a pretty large portion of it that is excited that Mike Tomlin's no longer their coach. You have no coach, you have no quarterback, and you have a GM that has shown incompetence. You know who you are this morning? You're the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, God.
That's who you are.
Oh, stop.
That's who you are,
That's
Steelers
ridiculous.
fans. You're in the same boat now, and they're going to see it. They're going to see it. I think the Steelers are going to have a bad few years that rival the Browns.
That's okay. One, all I'm hearing, what y'all just said for the last 3 minutes, that's something I like to call loser talk, because that's having expectations. Loser talk. If you have expectations, the Browns every few years are like, oh, we're going to try to get better. We're going to hire a coach, whatever. The Browns have nothing. That, like, expectation-wise in Cleveland, if you show up and get this team to the playoffs, you are worshipped. You are a god, right? And even with Stefanski, I know some people say, well, what about him? He got him to the playoffs. Yes. And then you watch the decline happen so quickly with this team. You saw all the other things where moves weren't made. Simple things like maybe you should fire your special teams coordinator who's been a joke for the last 2 years. No, we're just going to try to get better. We're going to try to get better. We're going to work hard, try to get better. Having 2 quarterbacks in the draft this year, which maybe some of that was his doing, maybe it wasn't. Like, we can talk about all the bad that happened in Cleveland. To compare them to the Steelers fans, rightfully so, have expectations of winning Super Bowls because they've all seen it in their lifetime. Now, it's been too long for a lot of those Steelers fans. When's the last time they won one? 2010? Am I wrong? I think it was 2010 they won a Super Bowl.
Maybe the Cardinals?
I think that's when it was. I mean, that's been a while, Stained. So all I know is I can understand a Steelers fan looking at it 16, 15 years later and saying, it's about time we win something other than make the play. They haven't won a playoff game since 2009 Super Bowl. And then what was it? So what was the last playoff win? 2017?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. That's not acceptable in Pittsburgh. And I think when we sit around as Browns fans or fans of other teams and we look at a team like the Steelers and go, man, their fans are pissed off at Mike Tomlin. I'd love to have him. Yeah, I bet you would, because you'd love to go 500 every year, because that would be an improvement in Cleveland. Pittsburgh fans are saying we barely make the playoffs every year. That's not good enough. Is the roster bad? Yes, it is. They can't just move on like this, but it's a time for them to reset. It's a time to say, let's get a head coach. Let's draft a quarterback. Or let's wait a few years and find the right quarterback some way, somehow. I don't blame Pittsburgh fans at all for saying, I want better than just make the playoffs and lose every time.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and I understand that frustration, and I sympathize with that. However, it is very hard to find a good head coach, and it's even harder to find a good quarterback, which is why there's only like 6 of them in the league that's considered elite. So therefore, welcome to the show. Welcome. Yeah. Now, the only difference is you'll see how you won't get those wins with it. That is going to get very frustrating because now you're going to be like, man, we don't got the right coach, or man, we can't find a quarterback. If you ain't found a quarterback since Big Ben left, now all of a sudden you think you about to get lucky? Okay, welcome. Come on down here. Come on down here.
To me, that's the real issue. Now you have 2 issues. Now you need to find a coach and a quarterback. Before they just needed to find a quarterback and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Now good luck finding a coach.
Come on down here.
And good luck finding a quarterback.
Welcome to Cleveland, baby.
I'm not here for that. No, I think don't get me wrong. I will revel in the Steelers fan. As a Browns fan, I will enjoy the Steelers fans next year if they go like 4-13 and they don't know how to handle a losing season. I will love all of them melting down. That will be a lot of fun for me as a Browns fan. But their organization, now they haven't had to hire a head coach since, like I said, before iPhones existed. But their organization has shown over the years stability is usually good. If they nail the head coaching hire, it's about finding a quarterback. It always is about finding a quarterback in this league. And their defense is, I think, a bit overrated. I think we can all agree on that, too. It's not. It's a lot overrated.
They were like, 26 in defense? They were terrible.
No, I think what I'm saying is I think throughout the season, people have finally come around to, they just don't have a good defense.
I say T.J. Watt's overrated. Alex Highsmith is the better player.
Sure.
They should go ahead and trade that man.
They should.
See you later.
Jack Sawyer is doing pretty well.
Yeah, he is. That's right. All I'm trying to tell you is, if I were a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I like having expectations. You haven't won a playoff game in 7 years. They didn't fire the man. He stepped down. It probably was a mutual decision on both parties. It's time to move on. But yeah, I think for Browns fans, the Browns fans who are like, I wish we had a coach like that. I bet you do. And guess what? He's not doing. Taking the Browns job.
Not at all.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Because that's the difference, is that as bad as it was going in Pittsburgh, that man probably would never want to come to Cleveland and then be a part of whatever the disaster of the week is up in Berea. So, no, I don't think he wants to do that. And I don't think it's wrong for Steelers fans to say, we'd rather not just be happy making the playoffs like 90% of the other teams in the NFL. We'd rather be better than that.
Did you see who Dan Orlowski suggests should be the new head coach of Pittsburgh?
I didn't, but I'm excited to hear who it is.
Marcus Freeman.
Oh.
Now, the funny thing about Marcus Freeman is he just got very active in the portal.
Just got very active in the portal, and he's getting
away.
Hey, man, if you could walk away as a player, why can't you walk away as a coach? Transfer portal's open for coaches, too. It's there, baby. Go get it.
He walks away.
If the Steelers call you...
That man will never show his face again at Notre Dame.
I hate both of these teams, but just picture the moment that if he gets that phone call from his agent, he has to go to his wife and say, honey, I got to decide between Notre Dame or the Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 of the most iconic brands in sports, and I got to pick between which of them I get to lead. At either one, wherever I go, I'm going to make probably, if I go to the NFL, I'm probably making $20 million. Like, what a problem to have for that guy. Yeah, so
he can't lead them kids.
F them kids is exactly what he's going to say. All right, 2 minutes away. Ross Bjork talked about Ohio State's approach to NIL. You'll hear what he said. He was on with Adam King and Timmy Hall. They got this exclusive audio. We'll play it for you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, just north of Delaware, we are noticing a new crash, 23 in that northbound direction, just passing Main Road. Expect some lane closures out there and some slowdowns, looking at 48 miles per hour already on this Wednesday, as well as for our folks that are heading towards Upper Arlington this morning, especially coming in from the north side. Be mindful of a crash happening on 315. It's that southbound ramp as you're getting off from Bethel Road. That shoulder is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
We're here at Menards Bag Sale, asking shoppers what they're putting in the bag to get 15% off.
Paint, batteries, tools, toilet paper,
extension cords, grocery items,
hardware for my cabinets,
snack items, crackers, and some canned goods stuff.
Shop vac supplies, toothpaste, cereal, coffee, dog treats. I've got a lot of stuff to grab.
The list goes on, but the sale ends January 24th. Hurry in for Menards 15% off bag sale. See store for complete details.
Save big money at Menards.
Have a good day. Stay warm.
So my teenage son just went to school in shorts and a hoodie. It's 3 degrees. At least I know he'll be warm in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Ah, you do want the coat.
My phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan. Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. 1 hour from now, ask Tyvis anything, where you can ask Tyvis Powell anything. Hence the name of the segment. But that's at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter.
The name is not Tsunami.
Or you can go on our YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you can ask questions there.
Not T'Challa Dylan either, so let it go.
T'Challa, get it right.
Whatever.
Can I address the YouTube chat real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because people are saying that I'm throwing shade at Will Howard because I said the Steelers quarterback situation, not good. You know what? Beloved Buckeye. Let him live. He's still a 6th-round pick, but you know what they should do? They should let him play next year.
Why not?
And if he's good, diamond in a rough 6th-round pick. And if he's bad, draft a quarterback, 2027 draft.
Now, here is the problem for the Steelers. I do understand.
Listen. That's right.
Who wants him? They've had their look at him. They've multiple times. They said maybe Mason Rudolph, and they give it to him, and then
you know who they're going to draft, right?
Who?
Drew Aller.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Go ahead. I'm Steelers fans. As a Browns fan, I love it.
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, he's huge. Yeah,
he's a
Pennsylvania
big,
guy.
Strong arm.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
He got that Drew Aller. That's
big,
I can see it now. Book it. Y'all heard it here first. If it happens,
big strong arm.
Don't be shocked because Tyvis told you this.
I thought you were going to say Ty Simpson first round.
Oh God! Did you see what Colin Cowherd said about that?
Mortgage the franchise for
Colin Cowherd said trade 6 picks to move up and get Ty Howard. Are you insane? Or Ty Simpson, him too. Are you out of your mind? Like, that's someone who watched.
The Browns,
that's the guy who watched him play 1 or 2 games this year before mid-October and has not checked in since.
If I'm the Browns, I'd take that deal. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead. I'd take all your picks.
Trade up to 6
I'll take all your picks. You can have. And by the also, how dumb is Colin Cowherd? It's like, where was he saying that about the Steelers? That that's what they should do? Whoever team it was, it's a team that's picking like below 15.
It was the Steelers.
He would be available to you in the 2nd round. I'm quite sure. Let alone if you're picking like 25th or 20th or something.
I don't know. Reports say that Miami was prepared to give him $6.5 million to transfer
in college. Because college, they're giving Carson Beck a ton of money. Go ask him what he's clawing to stay in college football. He'd love another year because he knows when he gets to the NFL, it's going to be nothing. Be like a 4th-round pick, probably, that guy. Anyway, yeah, so that's whatever. We can talk more Steelers if you want. Ross Bjork yesterday was talking with Timmy Hall and Adam King, and he was asked about their name, image, and likeness situation. Here's a little bit of what he said about that. Oh, you know what helps if you have the audio actually on.
I know we're being extremely aggressive in the portal, in the retention, in the money, in the sponsorship, in support from the community. We have an amazing apparatus here, and it's being very well equipped, very well supported. And then Mark Pantoni and Logan Hiddle and Coach Day and all of our staff, we sit down and say, okay, these are the negotiation points that we make. And then the athlete decides, do I want to come there or not? They decide. We can't force anybody. We can't make anybody. Or they say, you know what, I can get more value over here. And we say, okay, great.
So there's that part of it. Here's a little more from Ross.
So any time and every time that we've governed the money and the benefits and we restrict the environment, we catch ourselves really in an antitrust environment. We didn't adapt to NIL. We didn't adapt to technology. We didn't adapt to a video game looking like Ed O'Bannon. Wait a second, that looks like me on that. So the point is, we never adapted. And so now what we're trying to do again is we're trying to restrict the money. And when you restrict the money, you cause people to do things that are against the rules. You cause people to maybe go underground or off the books or wire things directly and it'll never show up. You know, we're hearing all kinds of stories, right? So the money, the frustrating part is we cannot govern the money any longer.
Let me translate what I heard. Tyvis, you tell me.
They're not going to cheat.
Tell me what you heard. Right. They're not going to cheat against the fake rules that no one's enforcing, which is good. I equated, I've been using this car analogy about them driving 55 on a road with no speed limit. Mm-hmm. And what I heard from Ross Bjork there, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard we are committed to going 55 miles an hour in this speed limit that is 55, according to the College Sports Commission. However, no one's really enforcing it. And every time they've gone to a lawsuit in court, it's never been enforced. Every speeding ticket that's ever been given out on this stupid freeway has never been enforced. And also, there's like no one on the road policing it. Everyone else around us is going 80, but damn it, we're going to go 55 because that's what the speed limit says. Am I wrong? Am I reading that wrong? That's what that sounds like to me.
That's what he said, pretty much. I mean, you can't be mad at somebody for having integrity. Where are we at in society? That we are mad at somebody for having integrity. Yes, I get the fact that seems like we're getting left behind the ball here. But the thing
Ross Bjork had a lot of integrity when his head basketball coach of the women's program was not able to recite the alphabet in his driveway because he was so drunk.
He had a couple drinks.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're talking about doing things the right way, doing things all that, like, and that's fine. I like Kevin McGuff. He had a mistake. He's dealing with a personal problem. Let him live, right? But like, I'm just saying we can't have this, oh, God, we don't even want to think about possibly going over the budget because the fake rules that got made up by some goobers who are going to lose in court, we don't want to offend that. It almost feels like they're running cover for the fact that the boosters here don't have the juice. I mean, if that's wrong, boosters, then be vocal. I would love to hear from the boosters who have been sidelined by Ross Bjork if that's what's happening and I'm wrong and you guys actually do want to pay out this money. I know they're still going to pay $40 million for a roster. I know they're still going to be top 5. But what Ross Bjork is somehow saying is we're going to adhere to the speed limit and we're also going to be one of the top 5 fastest cars on the road. Everybody else is doing 80, dude. So, like, which one is it? Are you adhering to the rules or not? And if you're not, then that's a different story. That's fine. If they're not adhering to the rules, then I just disagree with their evaluations of some of these players. I look at the evaluations like last year when they brought in Ethan Onianwa for $2 million or $1.5 million, whatever it was, and that guy was just non-existent. Didn't even break the 2 deep. So
I can't believe that.
If the money's good, then we have a different problem. Then we have a problem of the coaches can't evaluate the talent well, and you got to deal with that. But if it isn't a coaching talent evaluation issue and it's a money issue, why are we adhering to the stupid, silly rules? I got no clarity from this interview. As good as it was that he sat down and talked for half an hour, and I appreciate all that, I'm still at a point of which one is it? Do we not have the money, or are we just hampering ourselves because we got to adhere to some fake rules that don't exist?
T-Bone, why?
Could be both.
Why don't you trust the process? Because who has benefited more from NIL and transfer portal than Ohio State? Who's done it better than them?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Based off results on the field, who has done it better than who has
How about the two teams that just took belt to ass to this team? Miami and Indiana both did better this year than they did. Yes.
This year, but over the course of time, who's done better than?
It's only been around for like 3 years, dude. Okay. I'm saying, like, who's right there, those two teams for sure have done better.
Who's done better than Will Howard, Julian Sand, Quinshawn Junkins, Caleb Downs? Who has done all that in the transfer portal? And then they obviously had to pay these dudes. You act like they do such a bad job with this stuff just because they're not doing it the way all the other schools are doing it. They still are doing pretty well.
What I'm saying is we're not adapting to this quickly enough because just last year they signed a humongous high school class and then now half those dudes are gone. And it's like, well, did we not anticipate? That's fine if that's your strategy of like, hey, high schoolers, we can't we can't really sign all these guys, right? But the issue seems to be they signed all these guys to big contracts. Half of them didn't play this year. Those guys said, hey, I want to get that contract again or get more. And this school was like, oh, we didn't anticipate you'd want more money. Like,
well, I mean, you wouldn't.
Which strategy are you taking?
You wouldn't anticipate. I feel like it just changed over a year. Like, because of the fact that this new transfer portal window has come down to 1, this is the first year of that. So, like, you're used to, like, being able to negotiate at this time. Like, even when I was doing it, like, after the season was over, that's when the contracts ended anyway. So now you're doing the renegotiations. By the time you get to spring ball, guys make that decision. You try to make the new deal be done by this time in spring ball. Now that you don't have that window, guys is like, I'm pretty much forcing your hand because it's like,
yeah,
you might have signed me for $1 million. I want $2 million or I'm leaving. And they like, well, we're not giving you didn't even play. We're not about to give you $2 million. Well, they will. Boom, I'm gone. Like, that's kind of what's happening in this situation. And I feel like since it's year 1 of it, it seems like we're behind the 8 ball, but I guess we'll find out.
We'll have more from Ross Bjork here coming back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Well, some good news for our folks in Delaware County. All lanes are officially back open after a crash on 23 in that northbound direction, just as you're passing Main Street. Still seeing some delays out there, so of course go slow. Also seeing a right shoulder still blocked in our southeast corner by Grove Ports. That crash happening on 270 southbound, right at that 33 westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got it.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Save a good deal more during the Meijer Dollar Deal Sale, January 7th through the 20th. Shop the entire store and choose from hundreds of items, all $1 each. Fill your basket with favorites like Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, Sparkling Ice Sparkling Water, select varieties of seedless cucumbers, and Meijer Facial Tissue. The Meijer Dollar Deal Sale. That's the good life, a good deal better. And don't forget to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot. Available today while you shop. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
BMI Federal Credit Union has been voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row. With personalized service and excellent products, BMI FCU is ready to help with all your banking needs. Visit bmifcu.org to open an account today.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. And app only.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to vets currently serving military, the immediate family of troops killed in action, and our brave current and former first responders. These tickets are a meaningful way to say thank you to America's heroes. And now we want you to be part of the mission. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? We want you to go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today. Give something to those who gave.
After my accident, people warned me to slow down. I said, I don't know how. Thanks to my VA care team, I haven't.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest.
Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Some journeys start small, with small pause and big purpose.
Look how little you are, you sweet girl.
Every great partnership begins with the first step.
Bella, let's go.
Guiding them through the world so one day they can guide someone through life. With shared experience, confidence grows, and the path becomes clear. It takes time, patience, and love. But the reward lasts a lifetime.
Good girl, Bella.
You don't just raise a puppy. You raise a future. Become a Dogs Inc. puppy raiser. Give a dog a purpose. Give someone
Learn more at dogsinc.org.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. That's important because Ask Tyvis Anything is coming up at 7:30. By the way, if you're dealing with maybe a little, well, hold on. We'll get there. If you're dealing with a little bit of an issue of low energy, low testosterone, your relationships, your confidence, even your career could be affected by that. Especially if you're a dad who's trying to like have the energy to go play with your kids and do stuff, and you've got low testosterone, that's one of those things that causes you to say, oh man, I wish I had the energy you kids do. You can have something like the energy you used to have when you go check out my friends at Columbus Men's Clinic. Get your issues with low testosterone, low T. Get that fixed right now. It's a simple process. You go in, you meet with a medical professional in their facility. They will guide you through the process, help you find a solution that's right for your body and your budget. You can set up the appointment right now in 30 seconds. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Very simple process. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Or you can call them at 614-300-7400 to book your appointment. 614-300-7400 or ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Stop saying I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it right now. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. It takes you 30 seconds. We have had a lot of chat in the YouTube comments. I saw somebody was asking you, Tyvis, about watching a hockey highlight.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up.
Abby Murphy from Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
That was LW in the chat, so you should look up this highlight. If you haven't seen this, I saw it a few days ago that Abby Murphy, she picks the puck up.
Picked it up, dribbled it through the legs.
Smacks it on the ice. Yes, she smacks it on the ice.
Dished it for the assist. Ooh.
And this was recent. This was like over the weekend, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, went through the legs and then passed it to her teammate who was able to score.
She is the female white chocolate.
Is she at the first CWG?
She might be.
We don't have a song for that. But we might have to get something made for. We have CWB. I mean,
this one of them ones you got to make it. If she give you this, you got to hit that goal.
The girl she passed to, her teammate. If she had missed that would have been an all-time
Tyvis,
fail right there.
in your journey to learn more about hockey, you need to ask Boone Jenner about his Gordie Howe hat trick from last night.
Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yes.
I'll try to remember this.
We're going to talk to Boone at 8:30.
What the heck is that? I don't know what that is.
All right, first of all, let me help you out.
It's going to make me sound smart,
Well,
though.
it's a goal, it's an assist, and it's a fight. And he had all three of those last night. He had the game-winning goal.
Obviously he got the goal.
He had an assist.
Did he
on the
win
play.
the fight?
I would say yes.
Yeah,
I think you will say yes.
Who
hit the ground?
It wasn't that he did technically.
What did he
but
lost?
listen,
Don't do that.
He got a couple of punches in, then the guy put him in a headlock, and then they fell.
They both fell.
Let me look.
They
it
both
up.
fell.
You know what? The good thing about today, you can look it up.
Yeah, you can. But also,
this ain't 1996. I can look this right up.
If you're not familiar with Gordie Howe's game, you might want to look him up too, because he was quite the legend. But
Do you know who he fought?
Last night? I think it was Rasmus Anderson.
Yeah, I think that's who he fought. Yeah, that's who I think. I think there's been beef between Calgary and the Jackets going back a few games. I think they've had that. So yeah, that continues to be a thing. Here is Ross Bjork. We have this audio from 10 TV's Adam King and our own Timmy Hall. They sat down for a long half-hour interview. It's on our YouTube channel. You can go watch it. YouTube 10+. It's all there. But Ross Bjork, this is what he said. This is him talking about what frustrates him the most with the college football and the NIL landscape.
The frustrating thing is we can't get our arms around the money piece, and we can't govern that piece because we'll probably end up back in a courtroom. And we all thought the house case settlement was going to capture enough of the upside. We were all worried about how are we going to pay for $20.5 million? Well, now we're trying to create third party, and we have here, to go way above that. So we have a soft cap, essentially. So to me, we've got to really look at, can we truly govern the money anymore? And should we worry about that? Should we just make it an open market? And then on the structural pieces, here's the things we can do. And this is where we might need federal legislation, is we can make sure that this is still about academics, have academic rules. We can do our calendar a lot better. We can probably categorize employment in some manner around these athletes and get some federal oversight from that standpoint. We need to make sure that we're protected from not being in the courtroom every single time we make a rule. We could probably have some recruiting structure. We could probably get that codified through Congress. But anytime we try to codify the money, it leads to this.
Okay. So he is clearly asking for there to be some rules and regulations on the money. I'm still hearing someone who is saying, we need this to happen, not we are Ohio State. It doesn't matter to us. We can be fine with this. We can live through this. Like, I found it shocking that he and other people have talked about that house settlement being like a cap. When the whole time I read that and you read that, we talked about it. It said that's $20 million. It's a percentage of your revenue that you can share with the players, right? And you can share it with football, basketball, and you can pick other sports to put in that mix. But that was just the amount of money the school is able to offer. There was nothing in there that said NIL has to be under 20.5. No, like you could have an NIL if every one of those were legitimate business opportunities. Another school could give you $40 million in NIL to go with the $20 million. That can still happen.
Do you? Not that NIL is a thing. Do you think? I'm trying to figure out how I want to phrase this to say it properly. I'm gonna just say it, but it's not the proper way. But I'm gonna just say it. Like, when you look at a team win a national championship, does it have like an asterisk because they could essentially buy the national championship?
Not for me, because it's not like one team can do that and no one else can.
Does it take coaching out of it? Because like you have all this talent, like if you have the right booster, like you're gonna have the talent.
Well,
it used to be like you have to come in, you got to develop these guys, you get them for 3-4 years, and you got to grind them and get them ready to play and all those things. Now it's like Indiana. As great as Indiana is, they got a bunch of 24, 25-year-olds on their roster that played a lot of football.
Yeah.
So, like, was it that hard?
I mean,
even last year, they spent $20 million on a roster. Like,
I mean, do you put an asterisk on the LA Dodgers winning the World Series last year?
Yes.
Okay, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel.
No, I mean, the reality is I still feel like you have to get players. Money is not everything. Go ask Phil Jackson. Right? Like, I mean, how many times have we And he won a lot of championships, right? But there were years where he struggled to get the Bulls and the Lakers and some of those great teams to all get on the same page, even with all the great talented players that they had. There still is a level of coaching of getting everyone to do it right. But going back, if we want to be honest about like Tom Osborne, who coached at Nebraska, did he win because he was such a great X's and O's, like stick to it coach? Yeah, he was a great coach, of course. Did he also have perhaps one of the greatest rosters ever assembled when he was on their historic run? Yeah. Was that at a time where you could do that? Because you could stash 100.
But did he recruit and develop that roster?
But he did. You're telling me that recruiting happened. And same thing with Miami, same thing with all these other schools that got by with it. Nick Saban for years. You're telling me these guys didn't at some point find ways to get that roster there? Nick Saban kind of invented gray shirting. Remember that whole thing where it was like, hey, you're in this class.
I know,
but
in 2014
wait a year.
they didn't. I was there.
That's right. I'm just saying, I feel like that's been going on in college football. Now it's just out in the open. Now it's out in the open. And the way you fix it, honestly, is sign these guys to employment contracts. Then you don't have guys every year asking for a raise. And that can't happen. If you sign them to contracts, you will have a much clearer path here.
They just take you to court and
well, that's the thing. Everything that they're proposing, everything Ross is talking about, he even admits it's going to go to court and lose. So again, why are we worried about it? You know it's going to lose when it goes to court. It loses every time. So why are we worried about the fake rules that are going to lose in court?
Why are we fighting the employee thing so hard?
That's because they've been doing it for 80 years. They've been fighting that.
I feel like you've already dipped your toe in the water. You might as well just jump in.
Yeah, make them employee. Yes, that's right. Collective bargaining after that. Just do the whole thing. Apparently, everybody really likes watching the NFL. We'll give you some numbers to back that up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, it's looking pretty busy over on the east side. That's because we're noticing two crashes back to back. It's closer to Bryce. The first one's happening on 70, that westbound direction, just passing Bryce Road. That right lane is currently blocked, but also noticing one. Again, another incident not too far away. The right lane is blocked on 70 westbound, just passing State Route 256 out there, down to 13 miles per hour for your travel times this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? And did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of the Columbus Men's Clinic, and I started this clinic a decade ago to take care of men. If your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often follow too. And keeping resolutions can feel like walking through mud, and even more so as we age. ED and low T tend to get worse if untreated. And guys, you're not alone. Your physician-led support team at the Columbus Men's Clinic has your back. For years, we've effectively treated ED and low T comprehensively, and with proven treatments dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate medical team, and by this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable for life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. That's columbusmensclinic.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Baths R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued, Baths R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loans and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
It's the biggest sale of the year, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale. Save on thousands of in-stock styles, including carpet starting at 35 cents a square foot. Luxury vinyl starts at 43 cents a square foot. Hardwood and laminate start at 99 cents. Prices are material only. Unbelievable deals on beautiful quality floors. Next day installation and 24-month special financing available with approved credit. Hurry, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale ends January 25th. Right here, right now.
I
love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
This weekend, the Ohio RV and Boat Show, brought to you in part by Ohio Credit Union, is back and bigger than ever at the Ohio Expo Center. Whether it's your first adventure or you're a seasoned outdoor enthusiast, this show has it all. One ticket gets you into all three buildings so you can see the latest in RVs, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, golf carts, and more. From towables to drivers, jet skis to pontoons, and more. It's all here. The Ohio RV and Boat Show at the Ohio Expo Center, January 9th through 18th. Get details and tickets at OhioRVandBoatShow.com.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Looking for a stable career you can count on in 2026? Don't miss Uline's warehouse hiring event this January in Etna. Backed by over 45 years of success, Uline offers job stability, training, and the chance to build a rewarding career. New warehouse team members earn $26 an hour or more, plus full health coverage and a 401k with 6% match starting day one. Sign up for your warehouse interview on Thursday, January 22nd in Etna at uline.jobs. That's uline.jobs.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
Teachers need tons of help.
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin decided to step down yesterday, ending a 19-year run with the team during which he never had a losing season. Tomlin is not expected to land elsewhere in 2026. The Columbus Blue Jackets' new head coach Rick Bowness coached his first game with the team last night, and he got his first win, 5-3 over the Calgary Flames. The Jackets will go for their third win in a row against the Vancouver Canucks at home tomorrow. Coverage for that game starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. Ohio State tight end Max Klare announced he's declaring for the 2026 NFL Draft, while starting left guard Luke Montgomery announced he's coming back for his senior season with the Buckeyes. This update was sponsored by Eco Plumbers. Get $500 in free plumbing services when you buy a new water heater. Visit geteco.com and book today. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots of discussion in the YouTube chat today. Ross Bjork had some comments talking with Adam King from 10 TV, Timmy Hall from this dumb place. Anyway, you can go watch the full interview. YouTube, 10 plus, it's all there. But Mario in the chat, I thought, had actually a pretty good line because we were talking. Yeah, I mean, we've been spending a lot of time during the portal season talking about getting guys in, portaling, all that stuff, the amount of money these guys are getting. Is Ohio State spending enough? And that's a lot of what that discussion was with Ross Bjork. But Mario brought up, hey, you know, if everybody has to watch people making sausage, at some point they don't like sausage. You know, like if you see how the sausage is made, that old analogy, at some point you're just not going to be interested.
That's not true.
It is true for some people.
Maybe for some people, because that's like the Super Size Me documentary. Like, you watch that whole thing, you see how chicken nuggets and all that stuff is made. You know what I did right after that? Went right to McDonald's and got some chicken nuggets.
The same as you. Get me a 10-piece.
Yeah,
I am the same as you.
That's not about to stop nothing.
But there were people who were turned off by that, who said, I can't ever do that again. And who was it in the chat that said he used to work at a a factory where they made pizza rolls. One of the sorry, I don't have your name up because I'm just trying to scroll back through and find it. But he said, I used to work at
Darren Cook.
Darren, thank you. He said, I used to work at a place that made pizza rolls, and I couldn't eat a pizza roll for 20 years. It's like, yeah, I mean, I understand this discussion can kind of get people off of college football a little bit. I just, and it will be. Some people will absolutely leave. We talked about this yesterday. Who will just say,
they're not leaving. They'll leave.
There will be some people who will just say, I will find something else to do. It won't matter to me as much.
T-Bone.
It's not the same as it was. But there will be a new wave of fans that will come in. They're graduating from college every single year. Those fans will say, this is what I came up in. This is what I'm used to. It doesn't bother them at all.
T-Bone, I'm going to be honest with you. They're going to leave and see that there's nothing else on Saturday. On TV, I should say. Maybe out in the world, maybe it is something. Yeah. But like on TV, there's nothing else because these other TVs know, like, it's football. We can't really compete with football. So then you'll be forced to watch it anyway.
Yeah, you can only go to the pumpkin patch and apple picking so much in the fall before you're going to get bored on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, and the numbers don't bear it out either. The people are leaving in droves. Like, I mean, you're still seeing 20 million people watching OSU Michigan, right? Like, I'm not saying every game is going to be as popular, and maybe over time there is a moment where there's a breaking point for some people who say, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not carving out my weekend to watch my favorite team play every single weekend, especially when your favorite team plays half their games where they win by 30. And by halftime, the game's over. Like, I think that component of it matters, too, for college football. There are plenty of issues that college football needs to fix. And I agree that, like, the way the NIL portal situation works right now, the calendar around that, the fact that half your games, because these conferences are so big, you could have a ton of games every week that are just terrible. That all is real, and they need to address it. I also feel like there are going to be people who this is their good old days. You know, we always forget that, like, oh, man, it's not like when I was growing up watching Eddie George. You don't see guys like him anymore. Yeah, but you guys didn't grow up watching Eddie George. You've got different reference points than I do.
Ezekiel E. Elliott
was also great. And I'm saying at some point that type of thing will happen with the generations coming through now, where they're going to say, yeah, like 20 years from now, whatever college football looks like then, they're going to say, man, remember when NIL was just like $1.5 million and you get a stud wide receiver? Wish we had those days back. Like, your good old days change is all I'm trying to say. And for some people, they'll leave the sport, but I don't think it's going to be the majority. I really don't.
Can we go back real quick to Ohio State specifically when it comes to this?
Sure.
Because I think people like you and the fringe,
lunatic fringe,
very unsatisfied with how the portal's been going and how Ohio State's been dealing with NIL. But I feel like Ross Bjork and Ryan Day, they're trying to build something sustainable when it comes to this. And everyone's looking at the Texas Techs and the Oregons and the Miamis are like, oh, man, they're spending, and we're not. But who's to say that they're not blowing their load early when it comes to NIL money, and Ohio State's going to have more of a sustained push when it comes to this versus these other teams. You're going to see them have a 1 or 2 year boom in NIL, and then their boosters are going to be like, okay, I'm done donating to this every single year.
All right. That's fair, but let me push back on that. Like, Ohio State signed that dude from Maryland. Quarterback?
Justin Martin.
Great. Is that dude going to play a meaningful snap for Ohio State ever in his career?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
I might say if Julian go down, maybe.
But you have a 5-star kid from here.
He might not be ready.
He's been in the program for a year. Whose fault is that? See, this is my problem. Is like we're like that's on your coaches. If your guy who's now been in the program for 18 months won't be ready for a backup role this year, I would hope Tavian St. Clair could be the backup this year.
Have you ever heard of missing in recruiting?
Yeah, I have, and that's also this is what I'm getting to.
So Justin Martin is insurance.
Okay, but they also have that other dude, Brick Handler or whatever his name is.
Is he
also,
still here?
I think he's still here too. I thought maybe not. I thought he was like I'm saying. I know you need to have bodies, right? But at some point, why are we spending whatever that was? Maybe it cost $100,000 to get that kid. Maybe it cost $50,000. I don't know. But it's all money that could have gone somewhere else that could have been used more wisely. If we're going to talk about how they'd have no money over there, or they've got plenty now, but they don't want to go overboard with bidding on these big high-profile positions. Okay, fine. I mean, we can agree to disagree on different players and who we think is the best fit for Ohio State, stuff like that. But ultimately, when you don't have a kicker on the roster, but you're signing like random backup guy, you're signing a tight end that had like 20 catches last year, and they're calling him away. He had 200 yards, dude from Northwestern.
How many tight ends do we have? If you got Wills Casimir gone. You got Jelani Thurman left, and Max Klare
Max Klare
left.
just left, yeah.
Who you have left? Nate Roberts?
No, I mean, I know you got to fill it up.
You got to get him back.
But I'd also, this goes back to your depth issue where you keep losing guys. Like Jelani Thurman was in the program and you couldn't keep him, or they didn't want him, whatever the case is.
I mean, they kind of phased him out as the season went on. The last time we seen him, he was catching a wide open touchdown in the team up north game that got called back.
Yeah, I can't live in this world, and I don't understand how more Buckeye fans can, who say the evaluations from the Ohio State coaching staff are great and they're nailing it, and every guy they bring in is going to be a stud. Every guy they let go is trash. Also, they don't have any money. They can't spend. Like, there's no way that both of those things are true. Either their evaluations are off and they are spending tons of money and they're just missing on some of these guys, or they are evaluating it well. They're just limited by the budget. One of those true scenarios is accurate, is all I'm saying.
I will say that if you look at last year, they had how many people they signed in the portal? 11, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been
and out of the number. Out of the 11 people, only 3 of them was significant.
Maybe Max Klare, and then
Phillip Daniels.
Phillip Daniels played a lot. I wouldn't say he's great, but he's fine. And then who else? Who else played like that was significant last year? Right. They missed on most of the guys in the portals.
And I think that's why you see them taking the approach.
That's why some of us are afraid of now when you see 30 guys leave and you're like, don't worry, they're replacing it with a whole bunch of guys. Well, now you better hope they don't miss on 90% of them like they did last year, because that is not going to work. They have to hit on, let's say, 50% of these guys. And I'm just saying, if you're willing to spend the money.
They only had 2 people play out of that transfer.
That were worthwhile or noteworthy. Just remind me of who else it was. I mean, I guess did Casimir transfer in last year, or was that 2 years ago?
I feel like it was 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, either way,
last year?
If you want to count him as one, he was decent this year. I'm just saying, like, by and large, they didn't really fix things with the portal last year.
You know the guy who underachieved? Bo Atkinson.
There's one. Exactly. We were all stoked when they got him. Big defensive end from North Carolina. And now he's still here.
He could still be an impact player next year.
Yes,
he got another year?
Yeah, he's here. He's in the mix for sure. But this is the point: is I hope that happens, and hopefully some of these guys they took on last year will develop into guys this year that can be useful. But yeah, this is where when you lose 30 people out of the portal. And you say, don't worry, we're going to go get new guys. It's like, yes, but last year when they got those guys, they didn't all pop.
Some of them can come back. Like, I know they still Aaron Scott is a guy who, like, I'm sure they still trying
to see it. But remember,
he still was in Columbus. I seen him get his hair cut.
They thought Mylan Graham was going to be that guy that was going to come back. He hopped in the portal, and they thought, well, maybe he'll come back. Nope, he went to Notre Dame.
Well, Marcus Freeman took both football back at receivers.
Got him and Quincy Porter. That's right.
With C.J. Carr.
Yep. All right, so I didn't get to the thing I teased, so I'll do that next. The NFL. People like watching it. The numbers are insane. You'll hear them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. Well, folks, the roads are looking really busy if you're coming in from the east side, especially over by Reynoldsburg. Noticing 2 traffic alerts. The first one's going to be a crash on 70 westbound just as you're passing 256. So right lane is currently blocked, but not too far away. Noticing a disabled vehicle 70 westbound just before 256. That left shoulder blocked, looking at 15 miles per hour. Those backups extending towards Etna this morning as well. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Your mornings are jam-packed.
So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Now's the time to buy or renew your 2026 dog licenses. Not only are dog licenses required by law, but fees support the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. Buy or renew your dog licenses today at franklincountyauditor.com.
At St. Jude, every innovation we make is a moment we give to children with cancer everywhere. But we can't do it without you.
Learn more at stjude.org.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. You don't want to start the new year off hurting. You don't want to start off the new year getting surgery. You don't want to start off the new year dealing with trying to plan something out into the future. What you want to do is get healthy. So what you want to do is go to my friends over at QC Kinetics. Dr. Tesner and his team, the medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Columbus, they can deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, back, shoulders, whatever it is, they can help you get ready. So instead of those invasive operations, it's going to sideline you all of the early year. Go check out our friends at QC Kinetics and see if they can help you today. Imagine moving better, being stronger, planning your year, doing what actually you want to do. So don't wait. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices located in Dublin and Gahanna, and they're already there for your free consultation. So go check them out today.
They didn't have skim milk for your coffee, so I just got formaldehyde.
Oh, isn't that stuff in floor cleaner?
Pizza's here. Would you like cheese on that? Or how about a Crowley?
Oh, no, that's in bug spray.
Hi there. Would you like to sample our new scent? Diethylene glycol.
Isn't that the stuff in antifreeze?
You wouldn't want to eat it, drink it, or even smell it, but that's exactly what's in your vapes. If you vape, quit. If you don't vape, don't start. For help, go to odh.ohio.gov/no vapes. A message from the Ohio Department of Health.
It's easy to think of winter as a time when not much is happening in the landscape or in the pest and disease world. However, there are a couple of services that can help your trees and shrubs during the colder months, like horticultural oil and anti-desiccant applications. Visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org to learn more and to find an ISA-certified arborist in your area who is trained and has the proper equipment to perform your tree work safely.
Bishop and Friends.
Gotta get some throat coat.
A lot of different ways you could go with that.
It's just you don't have throat, dude. You've not heard of throat coat?
I've heard it in multiple different contexts.
Well,
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers this morning, otherwise cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the 40s. And then as we head into the day, temperatures continue to plunge to right around freezing by late afternoon. We will see that rain transition into snow with gusty winds adding a wind chill. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with lows in the teens and still strong winds making our wake-up temperatures for Thursday in the single digits. Skies will be mostly sunny on Thursday with highs in the upper 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Ask Tyvis anything coming up at 7:30. You can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Been teasing it for like 20 minutes, so let's get to it. The NFL, big business, big money. Why? Because everybody watches. Now we can debate why everybody watches or what is the reasoning behind it. There are lots of theories. One could just be as simple as America loves football and the NFL's the best brand of football you have. But here are the wild card ratings from over the weekend, all right? Rams-Panthers on Fox got, I just want to give you a frame of reference. People don't work in this business. Ohio State, Michigan this year, 19 million people. Okay? Ohio State, Michigan every year, about 19 to 20 million people over the last 5 years.
And that's the most.
That's the most. Every year in college football, it is the biggest game outside of the BCS, the playoff. Some of the playoff games and championship game do better, but so far this year, I don't even think those games hit that. I think the Indiana-Oregon game got like 18 million. So just so you understand, like, this is the landscape we're talking about for football viewership, primetime viewership. NFL playoff games. This is Rams-Panthers. 28 million people watch that on Fox. This is wild card weekend. This is not Super Bowl. This is not championship weekend. Wild card weekend, 28 million. But that's far from the highest.
28 million?
How about this? Packers-Bears.
Oh, I know that did numbers.
Well, that wasn't even on broadcast television.
No,
it was on Amazon Prime Video.
I know they did numbers.
31 million people. It is the most streamed thing they've ever had on Prime, period. 31.6 million people. Bills, Jags, CBS, 32.7 million people. Niners, Eagles, though, that was the one. That was mid-afternoon, the 4 o'clock game on Sunday?
Yeah.
41 million people watched that game. Holy. Double the number of people who watched OSU, Michigan. Right? And again, that's not to disparage college football at all. I love college football. I prefer college football to the NFL, personally. But
there's too many. I feel
the numbers are just insane for the NFL.
I do believe that the numbers for college football could go up, but the problem is there's 136 schools. So like all fan bases, like in NFL, it's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
So like those numbers, and then when you're talking playoffs, the numbers even shrink even more of the teams that's available to watch. When you're looking at college football, I feel like it's just so spread out that it's hard to get those big time numbers because it's 136 teams, so it's 136 fan bases.
Yeah, I mean, it's still very much a regional sport. It's a regional sport on steroids, but you root for the teams for the most part that you went to school there or you live in the state.
Yeah.
Versus in the NFL, like for me, I really don't have an NFL team. I just enjoy watching the NFL.
But
you enjoy gambling.
Yes.
Well, okay, but that was what I was going to say, Dylan. Like, we all do this for a living, but even if you didn't work in this business, you used to work in non-sports radio. You worked in radio, just not covering sports.
Right.
Did you not watch the NFL then?
Yeah, I did.
You watched as much NFL as probably anybody. And you even say you don't have a rooting interest in the NFL. You just have your gambling interest. The theory on like why the NFL has done this, I think part of it is what you said, Tyvis, with just the amount of, you have fewer teams, it's more concentrated, and also what used to be a thing in college football and in college basketball that you do not have nearly as much now, you have continuity. You flip on a Niners game, you can expect, if he's healthy, Christian McCaffrey is going to be playing for them. Like, even with free agency and everything else, it doesn't feel nearly the same as in the NFL, where you see a guy for your team 3, 4, 5 years. There's a decent amount of consistency year over year to know who's going to be on what team. Despite all the changes and everything else that happens, there's player movement in the NFL, clearly. But like in college football, if a guy's there for 3 years, you're extremely lucky. Like Jeremiah Smith being at Ohio State for 3 years is going to become, 20 years from now, we're going to look back on that and say, that's shocking that a guy in the NIL era stayed that long with that amount of talent.
That's not true, because if you're that good, they're going to always you're going to be the first priority. You're going to get to pick your number.
Yes.
And then that affects everybody else, but they got to make sure they take care of you.
I'm saying that
look at a guy
but if dude, what do you think he would command if he said, never mind, I'm open for business? He would be
10.
Right. $10 million. I'm saying
Who's
the
to
amount.
Say that Ohio State ain't giving him 10.
They may. I don't know that it's that. I can't.
No,
I
wouldn't think it's that.
But I would imagine because if Brandon Sorsby's getting 5, and I know that Jeremiah's better, but he's still a quarterback, so that, overvaluates him. I'm sure Jeremiah
He's doing fine. Yeah. I'm just saying, if it was open season if it was like, hey, he's open for business and he would just literally go to the highest bidder,
I would say it'd be in that neighborhood.
I think it would go higher than at some point. Ohio State might still win that bidding war. I'm just saying the number would go up significantly when guys take themselves off the market or just say, I'm committed to this place, I'm not doing that. Yeah, they probably leave some money on the table. But that I'm saying you will see more players realize that unless they get guardrails on this thing.
I think that to be honest with this whole thing, I think that players today, when it comes to the transfer portal, I think the smartest thing you could do is hit the portal.
Of course.
Why do I say that? Because you can command you can find out what your true value is. You don't know what your value is. If I'm Mylan Graham, I don't know what my value is. But if I hit the portal and somebody offering me $3 million, I can come back to Ohio State and say, hey, you gonna match it or what?
Right.
Like that. Now Ohio State has got to say, sure, we'll match that and we'll keep you here, or it's not. I'm going to get $3 million somewhere else. So I think that as a business person, it's smart to find out what your value is. So I don't fault them for that. I just think that you also have to pay attention to the fact that, is it worth it? Like, is Notre Dame is a prestigious place. They obviously they've had a great history and all those things. They've had some successful wide receivers come out of there. Who's the latest? Is it Will Fuller? Is that the last good guy to come out of Notre Dame?
I feel like we're missing someone.
Will Fuller?
It feels like we're missing.
I played in my last game is the most successful or the latest good receiver.
This is one of my favorite things you do is where you bring up a point and then you argue. You are shocked with yourself that that's the point. But yeah, you probably are right on that. Unless we're missing
they
something.
Gotta have had a
either way,
receiver by then.
I going back to the NFL though, like the continuity, which is weird to say because the NFL has been for years, all the pro sports, like, oh, no one's loyal, no one stays put. You see it way more in the NFL. Why? Because they have contracts. You have a collectively bargained system that says if you pay this guy, he is going to be there at least for a few more years. Now,
you can't even talk about
guys renegotiate contracts all the time, but at least, like, I don't think anybody next year is going to be looking at the Bengals wide receiver room and saying, I don't know who's going to be playing there. Like, those guys have been signed up and they're good to go. Jamar Chase will be back. T. Higgins will be back. They signed huge contracts. For the next few years, they're there, along with Joe Burrow. That's continuity. That's something you're losing in college football to a degree. And I think that's something else that will continue to drive why people watch the NFL.
What do it is to sign an extension or sign them to more than 1 year deals.
Well, that would be almost like an employment contract. And if college, I'm telling you, that's the thing college football is probably headed towards.
That's not true either, because isn't Bryce Underwood under like a 4-year deal? And he was able to.
Yeah, but he's not
but it's
locked in to
those deals. I'm telling you, like, I know the thing that DeMond Williams said that thing up in Washington, right? Where he threatened to go.
Man's hilarious.
But why did that not work? If anybody followed that situation, he went in, signed a deal that said you cannot leave this year without this financial penalty. 1 year. He signed it, and then 6 days later said, I'm hitting the portal. And then all his lawyers are like, that's not going to work, dude. You just signed this yesterday. They're not signing employment contracts that have all this other stuff because they don't have collective bargaining. The NFL does. And as much as we knock on the professionalism and all that stuff, if college football wants to get back to some continuity in the age of NIL, there's really only one way to do it, and that is to do the thing that college football has decided they don't want to do for like the last 90 years, 80 years, whatever it's been. They're going to have to sign guys to professional contracts. They're going to have to sign them to deals that say, you're here for 3 years, here's how much money you get, and there's escalators and there's stuff like that. We're not going to have that next year or probably in the next couple of years, but that's where it is headed. The coaches, I think more and more coaches want that than anything else. I'm sure Ross Bjork wants it for some ability to know what's coming next in the landscape.
I'm sure everybody, all the adults in the room want it, but
a lot of fans don't. A lot of fans are saying, rightfully so, this is going to make it even more like pro sports. And I get that aspect of it, but at some point, that's the reality that we're in.
Why is it going to make it, how is it going to make it more like pro sports? It's going to make it more like what it used to be.
Tyvis, because what it used to be was everybody just loved their school so much, and that's the only reason they played there. They certainly didn't go there for opportunity or for playing time or for any of the other selfish things.
No, because they're saying like it's going to make it more like a pro sport, but yet you're mad that 1 year you can have Jeremiah Smith and then the next year you won't have him.
Yeah, right. I'm saying
so that's a problem. But now you don't want to lock them into a contract for 4 years because that makes it more like pro sport. But at least next year you'll have Jeremiah. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Everybody's really mad in the NFL when their team signs the stud receiver to a big contract. Everyone's really mad when they get that guy to sign, to your point. And it doesn't hurt the NFL that continuity exists. I'm not saying that's the only reason the NFL is this big. The NFL has been king for 30 plus years, 40 plus years. I'm just pointing out this is something to keep an eye on. As people start to say, I don't want to really watch college football, I don't even know who half these players are. You go to the NFL, you know who the players are. You are aware of who the stars are. They are on the same teams typically every single year. So that's another thing that college football probably is headed towards. And it's another thing that gives the NFL an advantage in that market. All right. Ask Tyvis Anything coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still seeing some major slowdowns after a crash and a disabled vehicle happening by Reynoldsburg. 70 over by State Route 256 in that westbound direction, folks. Take Broad Street to get to where you want to go this morning. For our friends in New Albany, though, pretty slow. 161 eastbound, just passing 62 at 32 miles per hour. And same situation over here in our southeast corner. Now Winchester, 33 westbound at Agenda Road, down to 16 miles per hour already. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Guys and ladies, get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free, and the women's hormone test, normally $299, is only $99 now, and the weight loss consultation is free. You can walk in or book an appointment now at getmyhealthfix.com. So if you've been suffering from the symptoms of low testosterone, such as constant tiredness, lack of focus, or just feeling off, at Synergenics and Low T Center, you can meet with a real provider. You get real medication, and you get real results. Plus, you can choose if you want to be treated in the clinic or if you want to receive at-home treatment. Either way, it all starts with a simple, quick, free TRT test at the center. The on-site lab means you get results in about 20 minutes. No waiting for days like other places. For a limited time, the women's hormone test only $99, and the men's test is free. Go to getmyhealthfix.com. That's getmyhealthfix.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, one thing our Pella Columbus team is really serious about is to not be salesy or pushy. We're just here to listen and hopefully make your dream a reality.
Oh, I had a dream last night where I went back in time to a dinosaur's birthday party and had to fight a triceratops for the last cupcake.
I meant more like home makeover type of dreams.
Oh, okay. I just got the dinosaur thing.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray, the Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
1 hour from now, we will talk to the guy who scored the game-winning goal last night for your Columbus Blue Jackets. He also had an assist and a fight. Gordie Howe hat trick. Boone Jenner, the captain, he'll join us at 8:30. We will talk about that game and, of course, a little thing called a coaching change. Rick Bowness comes in, first game. Jackets get the win. So we will talk about that and more with the captain of your Blue Jackets coming up 1 hour from now.
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
All right, Tyvis, I've got quite a few questions here. This one from Black Sasquatch to start us off. He wants to know about your Bible knowledge. Biblical trivia. He said, what is the only sport mentioned in the Bible? Now, I grew up in church, and I grew up going to Christian schools. I didn't put this answer together. I know the answer. Did you grow up in, I don't know.
I went to church. My
Okay.
mother made me go every Sunday and Bible study on Wednesday.
Good for you.
I feel like I've never really heard them talk about it. I don't know. Is it equestrian? I have no idea.
That's good. That's a good guess. No, the answer is, according to him, wrestling.
Really?
When Jacob wrestled an angel for a blessing.
The blessing.
I had forgotten about that story, but yeah,
does that count as mentioning the sport of wrestling?
It was mentioned. It was mentioned. I mean, I don't know. What do you want? That's whatever. I didn't come up with the question. Yell at Black Sasquatch.
Could you imagine?
Jesus and the disciples just sitting around playing foosball. I kind of like that vibe. That sounds like that would be fun.
Jesus and Judas were playing some form of ping pong, like Common Man and Timmy here.
Oh yeah. I would guess if you played a sport against Jesus, right? I mean, which one of those two, by the way, is Jesus and which one's Judas? That would be another one to kind of think about. But I'm saying I can't imagine playing a sport against Jesus, right? If he was like all everything, all American for sure, but like in all heaven. I mean, like the guy's
all world,
right?
all
I mean,
universe.
He's right. I would think that if you're like, oh Jesus, I can take you one-on-one, he'd be like, yeah, all right. Bet.
Like, it's like letting your kids win in sports. That's what Jesus would do.
Yeah, but then he'd be lying, and he's perfect. He can't lie. Yeah. He can't pretend. He's got to be honest.
I don't want to be a part of this conversation anymore.
Are you kidding? I could do 3 hours on this. Anyway, what sport was mentioned in McGee and Me? That'll be our next question. No one will get that. All right, this one comes from Tony, who says, When do we see actual contracts signed, multi-year contracts for NCAA athletes that are legally binding, just like in pro sports? When do you think that's happening, Tyvis?
That probably will happen in the next 3 years, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's just
3
trending.
years, huh?
It's trending in that direction. I think that the first thing they got to worry about is they're going to fix the calendar. And then after that, it's going to be that. So I think those things, well, let me take that back. They're trying to expand the CFP. So that's the number one thing that
24 teams.
they're trying to figure out right now. After that, everybody's complaining about the calendar. So they're going to do that. And then the next thing is the portal and NIL and all that stuff, so that'll be the next thing.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
I don't think the powers that be think the calendar is much of an issue.
And they're lying.
Every coach has said they think they hate it. Like, every coach is talking about how much it sucks that they have to do this while they're getting ready for bowl games and all the others. Like, the high school window being during bowl prep and playoff prep, and then, of course, this window being during when the playoffs are going on. I don't know.
Every year, the crappy transfer portal window. First of all, I think the calendar sucks.
Yeah,
but really, it's only affecting 4 teams a year out of 100 something.
You know, it's funny. I was reading an article like back in August, September, whenever they put this all out that this is how it was going to be this year, and there were a bunch of coaches who came out like Ryan Day said this sucks, and I feel like it was maybe Steve Sarkisian or someone else who had like a big time program, Texas, something like that. We're like, I don't like this calendar. This seems like this is going to create a lot of problems. The one guy who was like, hey, man, if you're on the yacht, you can't complain about the towels or the sandwiches. That guy, Brian Kelly, who was like, hey, if we're in that spot, we're not going to be worried about that. It's like, you're not going to be worried about anything. Little do you know, you're going to suck this year and you're going to get fired. But yeah, that was good times there. Anon says, Tyvis, first of all, it's been scientifically proven that Bojangles chicken biscuit is superior to Chick-fil-A, so go to jail on that. But here's my question. If you were a head coach, which of the current NFL job openings would appeal to you the most? And you can't say Browns because that one's obvious. Everyone wants that job. That's the best one out there.
I think the most appealing job, well, when you're taking a head coaching job, the first thing you want to know is who's the quarterback. And the best quarterback available is Lamar Jackson. So probably Baltimore, right?
I mean,
I'm trying to think of the other jobs.
Unless you believe all those reports that were like,
hold on, let me see.
People who say Lamar Jackson was phoning it in.
Steelers, Ravens,
Falcons.
They ain't got a quarterback.
Are you kidding me?
Michael
Penix Jr.
Yeah, he got benched.
Full extension.
Well, he got hurt.
Well, whatever. Kirk Cousins outplayed him. Jets, no. Raiders, no. Cardinals, no. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens.
All right. That's fine.
By the way, we mentioned this, but now it's a reality. Zach Taylor, the only surviving coach in the AFC North. What the hell?
Could you imagine the odds on that before the season if you'd said, who's going to be... Everybody's going to get fired except for one guy in the AFC North. Who's going to still be remaining?
Everybody would have said Mike. No, they probably would have said John Harbaugh.
It would have been one of those two.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely wouldn't have. And then you might have said Stefanski just because people would have said for continuity's sake.
They wanted Stefanski fired after last season.
Browns fans did, but people around the league were like, he's the 2-time coach of the year. How could you do that?
And they said you could take that 2 times and you know what with
it. What did The Rock say? Turn it
sideways.
Turn that sumbitch sideways.
That's right, exactly. Quentin said, I have an early ask, Tyvis. Would you rather have to relive the Michigan State loss, meaning go back in time and play again, but still lose? First of all, Quentin, which one?
Yeah, which one you talking?
The rainy, cold, disgusting one where the offense stunk. That's what I'm assuming.
15th?
Yeah.
I'd rather relive that one.
Okay. Would you rather do that, or every other Saturday for a year, you have to go back and play in that game, relive it, or eat everything that I do, that T-Bone does, for a year? So it's either a year of reliving the game.
It depends on what form of T-Bone are we talking about.
This one right here.
Who's one? Is this the one that's doing the shot?
No, this is the one that's like, oh, look, there's a Little Caesars. Let's get a whole pizza and just eat that on the way home. That's the one.
It's 7:30 in the morning, but I want a Burger King burger.
That's the one. That's the one.
Who has ever had that thought in their
Plenty
mind?
of people.
You know,
There's dozens of us,
Let's
Tyvis.
stop and go get a large Little Caesars pizza and eat it on the way home.
What's wrong
I've
with
never
that?
heard of that.
It's delicious.
I'm going to
Hot
say,
and ready, baby.
give me the relive. I mean, you gonna let me go back in time and play my favorite sport of all time? Absolutely, I'm gonna do that.
Of course, you would choose that over food. That makes sense.
It's loser talk is what it is.
That's right. Loser talk.
Loser talk.
Mario says, Tyvis, would you rather or ask Tyvis anything? Watching Uncle Phil Rivers getting it done this season, how much has your percentage of doubling down and committing to a return next season gone up, dad bod and all? Did Phil Rivers inspire you?
He did.
Yeah?
I was in the gym yesterday. Y'all seen that throw 255 yesterday.
You did. You sent us a video of yourself lifting
255
weights.
yesterday. I had 185 and then the chains weigh 35 a piece, so that's 70. 255. Look.
Yeah, well,
I think between you and
by the way,
Cardale,
for those of you listening on the radio, he was doing a bench press there. Not whatever that noise sounded like, it was a bench press.
between
just so you know.
you and Cardale, we can get the Columbus Aviators practice schedule to start around 10 a.m. You could still do the show and then head over there.
No, see, so I talked to Cardale about this. Did you know that the Aviators aren't practicing in Columbus? They all practice down in wherever, like Texas or something.
What?
They only play the games here.
Huh?
I didn't know that. So like they wanted to make it where everybody was like had the same practices, like weather-wise, because everybody's in different seasons and stuff. So instead of messing that all up, they're all having one location, one state or wherever, and everybody's doing their practices there. They're just gonna fly up for the game.
Well, that's why they're the Aviators.
I didn't know that.
A lot of frequent flyer miles.
When Cardale told me that, I said, "Oh well, then it's dead. I can't do that. The comeback's not happening."
I think that's stupid.
What does it sound like when they're working out, Tyvis? Is that how that sounds? By the way, why do you put the chains on there? Like I've seen people do that at the gym where they put the chains on the end of the like the bar, and then that adds weight.
It makes when when I'm declining, it's like kind of easy, like going down. But when you push up, like all that weight is down there at the bottom, so it's like to help explosiveness. Like
I didn't know that.
Like that.
How's that again? That's right. Good. Okay, I see. That's called lifting weights with Tyvis. A great exercise routine there. I'm glad we learned about that. Thank you for sharing, buddy.
You're welcome.
And thanks for getting back in the gym. Your kids will appreciate that. We may have an Olympic cheating scandal on our hands. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still monitoring one crash out there by Reynoldsburg. It's happening on 70 in that westbound direction. Just as you're passing State Route 256, a right lane blocked out there and really causing a mess on 70 westbound. Those delays really extending towards Etna this morning, 70 at 310. So folks, if you can, take Main Street to get you where you want to go this morning, especially towards 270. Once you get to 270, head southbound that way, get you back going 70 in that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Road Show. Saturday, August 1st at Paycor Stadium with special guests Lainey Wilson and Alan Stone. You're in with Verizon Access. Get pre-sale tickets now before the public on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
It's a new year. Ready for a fresh start or career reboot? At My Computer Career, prep for a more recession-resistant future in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, in months, not years, including AI. Whether you're starting out or switching careers, no prior training is needed. Attend school online from home or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu to take the free career evaluation today. mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at MDA.org today.
Below freezing? Fire up the grill at Billiards Plus. The grilling season never ends. While you're grill shopping, you'll love browsing Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Is 2026 the year you achieve your health goals? The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. How much income will you need to retire? Let us help make sure you reach your financial goals. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
For the past 100 years, Shriners Children's has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
Please go online right now to loveshriners.org.
Alexa, how do I handle this leaky pipe under my kitchen sink?
The best answer is to call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222.
Alexa, how do I reconnect my toilet to the sewer line?
Kevin, do yourself a favor and just call the Waterworks.
You're right. What's that number again?
Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222. Better care, better value, better results.
Statistics show that roughly 20 veterans die by suicide every day in the United States. Canines for Warriors is the leading nonprofit organization providing highly trained service dogs to veterans with PTSD and other invisible wounds of war. Backed by scientific research, Canines for Warriors has transformed the lives of more than 1,000 veterans, helping them reclaim their independence. To find out more, please visit caninesforwarriors.org.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction and are ready to move past the frustration and embarrassment, it's time to call Tri-State Men's Health. There may be no better resolution than finally taking control of your erectile dysfunction because they have the treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last even an hour or more. I love that. That is an hour is a lifetime for people that don't know, by the way. I just want to make sure that y'all know that. Like, she better stretch. Anyways, there's 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is only $99, which includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
All I'm saying is if you're going an hour, she doesn't need to stretch. The stretching will happen naturally.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like,
if it's 2 Coke cans.
I feel like I'm unqualified for any of this conversation. I got to be honest.
Shout out to Max Klare.
I'm not sure what's going
Let him live.
So there's a cheating scandal, possibly. The Olympics are coming up. Do you know that? We're like less than a month away from the Winter Olympics.
I'm just waiting for the curling.
The curling's good.
That's the only one I care about.
Milan? Italy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Milan, Cortina, something like that. It's more than one city.
They got the ice rink field. I mean, it's what they went from 11,000
You better
to
hope they have the
5,000.
ice rink, not ice, because ice at the Olympics could be the field day for those guys. That's not By the way, I saw Did you see the World Cup? They've already had like 20,000 people say, I need a refund. I'm not coming to this because.
What?
Yeah, because the World Cup's going to be here. And there's people this summer who are like, well, am I going to.
Wait.
We got the World Cup this year coming here to the U.S. and Mexico and Canada.
Where is it at?
All over. I think it's in like New York and Philly.
And people want their money back?
Well, because there's people coming from around the world who are like, if I come here and I get arrested and I have to stay in jail because I'm not, I'm just visiting, but if I get,
I didn't think about
breaks
that.
my window and drags me out of the car. So that's you're getting the ice rebate is coming at you from FIFA.
I got you.
I think they gave out a prize to someone about a peace prize earlier. I wonder who that guy was. Anyway, cheating scandal for the Olympics. Here's the thing. Have you heard of skeleton? You know what that is?
No.
So you've seen bobsledding, right? Where they go down the track.
Cool runnings.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. something. It's bobsled time. I forgot the last part of that. Okay. Then you have that. Then you have the luge, which is where you lay on your back and you go down the track just solo, right? Or they have two-man luge, which that one's interesting.
Just laying so I'm gonna lay
it's
down.
a guy laying on a guy or a gal laying on a gal, and then they go down the track.
I don't know how comfortable I feel about that. What's it called?
It's called two-man luge or two-person luge. I don't know the positioning is it's all aerodynamically. They're all aligned the same way, which I think would be awkward if they weren't. But then from there,
I see.
Yeah,
I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay, that's fine. Stretch before you do that. It's a very athletic activity. Now, then you have
my current weight. Yeah, I break that thing. We either go get if we go down the thing, we gonna gain a lot of momentum.
Okay, I want you to look at skeleton next because skeleton is like single person luge, except instead of laying on your back with your feet going forward,
you're on your stomach.
You're laying on your stomach with your head leading the way.
It's like planking.
Yeah, like the first thing that would hit the wall is your face. Like, so that's
why would they sign up for this? This is dangerous.
It is. Well, I don't know if you've met. This is why would people sign up for football? You can get
dangerous.
You can get your back broken in football. Like people, they love the game.
No, because this ain't nothing you can do. Like
you can't defend yourself.
You're watching. You about to watch me walk. You watching the wall just come right there, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's what it is.
I ain't signing up for that.
Most of these people live when they're done with the sport. So but occasionally there's
they must be like 100 pounds.
I don't know how much they weigh, but
there got to be a weight limit on this.
Okay, so skeleton is the sport we're talking about where they're on their belly sliding forward with their head leading the way. Katie Uhlaender is a United States skeleton participant. She has been in the Olympics 5 different times, okay? She claims that the Canadian coach, she's from the U.S., the Canadian coach, whose name is Joe Caccini, she claims that Joe Caccini is cheating and screwed her out of a spot in the Olympics. Now here's why. Because in skeleton, they have all these qualifiers. They had another one this past weekend, and you need a certain amount of points to qualify for the Olympics. Well, you get a certain number of points for winning an event. But if you win an event with 5 people in it, it's not worth as many points as if you're in an event with 50 people in it. Right? Because there's more competition. So obviously, if you win an event with more people in it, it's worth more points to get you to the Olympics.
Okay.
So the Canadian team has 4 people that were already qualified and in to skeleton for this year.
Okay.
The 5th person is leading the way to get the last spot for all the Olympic qualifiers, I guess.
Okay.
The person who's on the outside looking in is the U.S.'s Katie Uhlaender, who we just talked about, who's been 5 separate times.
Okay.
She participated in an event this past weekend that she won.
Okay. So she should be in.
Yeah, but here's the problem. The Canadian coach knew that she had a good chance of winning this event and that her, the other person on the Canadian skeleton team who was hanging on for the last spot.
The 5th person.
He thought, well, if I take my Canadian team out of this, it lowers the participation in this event, lowers the point total. She can't catch us. And I get my gal in. So that's what he did. He pulled his team out of the competition to make it worth fewer points to guarantee the American, Katie Uhlaender, could not get in. And here's the thing that is I don't know if this is cheating or not, but here's what I find interesting about this. She said she's been best friends with this guy for 20 years. They have known each other like she considers him like a brother. And she said she literally cried on the phone when he told her he was going to do this. So now they are going through the process of challenging this and saying that this is cheating. And I'm kind of conflicted because I don't know if that's cheating or not. I mean, it's in the rules. You can do it. You don't have to go to every competition, but he knew exactly what he was doing.
It's almost like a team saying they can't play another team because of COVID and trying to get them to not play in the Big Ten championship game.
I mean, it does kind of feel a little bit like that, does it not?
What are we doing now? I'm really shocked. This is where the world has come. Competition is like the scariest thing in the world. And I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, since when do we start running from challenges? Like, I don't understand this.
He looked at it as...
Why would you do... What's the point of that?
The point is,
what was his benefit?
His benefit was, I can get my Canadian skeleton person, the fifth one, who was like hanging on, or sixth one, whatever it was. There's one person left.
Who cares?
He
if they're not the best person for the job.
This is the last one.
They're not the best person for the job, though.
Yeah, but he's saying, my job is for Canada. I got to get all of us, as many people to try to win a medal as possible. So I got to bring the strongest team.
He need to not be biased.
I agree with you.
Just doing math, Tyvis.
He did math, and he pulled his team out.
Nah.
But the other thing is now
because okay, so you get the fifth. What if that fifth person don't pull their weight? You got the wrong fifth person in there.
I guess he didn't care about that. It's just the law of averages. The more people,
I hope they lose.
I hope they do too.
I hope they lose.
Screw you, Canada.
I hope they lose.
Yeah, you know what? Give them another tariff. That's what I say. Yeah. I actually feel bad because I heard none of them are buying booze now, and that sucks. That's too bad. We need... Our beautiful booze industry needs you, Canada. We can't lose you. I'm sorry that this has happened. Please start drinking bourbon again. I like bourbon. I'd like it to continue to be made in this country, please. So, yeah, there you go. Olympic cheating scandal or just math. You be the judge of that. You can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. Go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. 30 minutes away, we are going to talk to Boone Jenner. Of course, had a big game last night with the Jackets as they got their first win of the Rick Bonus era. But coming up next, we will hit you with the huddle. All the NFL questions you have answered next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still monitoring one crash out there by Reynoldsburg. It's happening on 70 in that westbound direction, just as you're passing State Route 256. A right lane blocked out there and really causing a mess on 70 westbound. Those delays really extending towards Etna this morning, 70 at 310. So, folks, if you can, take Main Street to get you where you want to go this morning, especially towards 270. Once you get to 270, head southbound that way, get you back going 70 in that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? And did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of the Columbus Men's Clinic, and I started this clinic a decade ago to take care of men. If your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often follow too. And keeping resolutions can feel like walking through mud, and even more so as we age. ED and low T tend to get worse if untreated. And guys, you're not alone. Your physician-led support team at the Columbus Men's Clinic has your back. For years, we've effectively treated ED and low T comprehensively, and with proven treatments dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate medical team, and by this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable for life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. That's columbusmensclinic.com.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My furnace stopped working. Your competition said it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion. Replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Don't start the new year with the same old ride. Right now, score low lease payments on all 2026 models, like $149 a month for a brand new Elantra or $159 for a new Sonata. Hurry in and kick off the new year right. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With proof credit $39.95 down plus tax, title, and fees. 2-year lease with 10K miles per year. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's Best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Ends 2/2.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
At Babs R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Babs R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued, Babs R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BAB to schedule your free estimate, or go to babsrus.com. Babs R Us, where dreams soak in.
This weekend, the Ohio RV and Boat Show, brought to you in part by Ohio Credit Union, is back and bigger than ever at the Ohio Expo Center. Whether it's your first adventure or you're a seasoned outdoor enthusiast, this show has it all. One ticket gets you into all 3 buildings so you can see the latest in RVs, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, golf carts, and more. From towables to drivers, jet skis to pontoons, and more. It's all here. The Ohio RV and Boat Show at the Ohio Expo Center, January 9th through 18th. Get details and tickets at OhioRVandBoatShow.com.
The common phrase is new year, new me, but that's hard to do when you're dealing with pain. Hi, I'm Tyvis Powell with QC Kinetics. I struggled to get through the day just like you until I seen my guys at QC Kinetics. Dr. Tesner and his staff brought me treatments that help my body repair my knees and shoulders. If you're like me and don't want to have an operation that keeps you away from doing activities, then visit QC Kinetics, where your treatments is in the office and there's no downtime. You'll be moving better and stronger, and that way you can accomplish all your goals. For me, I want to lose weight this year, and thanks to QC Kinetics, I can run and lift just like I used to when I was in the pros. Simple procedure that can deliver big life-changing results. Let January be your clean slate. Stop managing the pain and start solving it with QC Kinetics right here in Dublin. Call now for your free consultation. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin decided to step down yesterday, ending a 19-year run with the team, which he had never had a losing season. Tomlin is not expected to land elsewhere in 2026. The Columbus Blue Jackets' new coach, Rick Bowness, coached his first game with the team last night, and he got his first win, 5-3 over the Calgary Flames. The Jackets will go for their 3rd win in a row against the Vancouver Canucks at home tomorrow. Coverage for that game starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And finally, Ohio State tight end Max Klare announced he's declaring for the NFL draft, while starting left guard Luke Montgomery announced he's coming back for his senior season with the Buckeyes. This update was sponsored by Eco Plumbers. Get $500 in free plumbing services when you buy a new water heater. Visit geteco.com and book today. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. By the way, it's been a very long time since we've done a segment called Tyvis Eats a Thing Maybe, and I'm kind of bummed that we haven't done that more recently.
Why?
Because it's fun. So I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to do Tyvis Eats a Thing Maybe. We're going to bring it back. I don't think we've done one in the new year.
We don't need to.
No, we do. Actually, you ate a thing last night that I'm surprised we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, yes, let's talk about it.
Because Tyvis texted us yesterday with a picture.
A scientific experiment.
You texted us a picture from where?
Brooklyn's Pizza.
Brooklyn's Pizza. You were sitting outside of that in Powell.
Yeah, so obviously I told you my daughters do the Y. They go to the YMCA right in Powell, literally. So I was telling my wife, I was like, it's in Powell. She was like, where is it? Where is it?
I like how you say your own last name that way. Like Tyvis.
You know what's great about that? So I love traveling through Powell because I always joke with my wife, like, we own this.
Yeah,
so, like, you see, like, Powell's Place or the village of Powell. I said, that's our village. That's us.
But you don't live there. You should live there.
I don't live there. I live in Lewis Center, but I should move to Powell. But anyways, after we got done with the YMCA, we were trying to figure out where we were going to eat because my wife said, I am not cooking tonight, which bum because it's Taco Tuesday, but that's another story. Anyways, I was like, well, let's look at the Brooklyn Pizza Place. And it was literally straight shot, 4 minutes down the road. And I was like, oh, well, we got to go. So we get there, and the lady was like, it's going to take 20 minutes. Like, I don't really want to wait 20 minutes. The cook saying, no, 10.
Oh, 10.
Said, we could do 10.
Yeah.
So they cooked. We got us a pizza, got home. Looked at us. This look like Mikey's late night slice.
It's like a big floppy style pizza, like an East Coast New York style pizza.
Slice was huge, it was like Sbarro type thing. Like
no.
Huge piece of pizza is what I'm saying.
Don't compare it to Sbarro.
I'm just saying, like,
just the way it looked. He's saying. It's the way it was sliced.
Yes,
don't hurt
it
me
was
like
a big slice of pizza.
So what'd you think of this?
It was good. I compared it to Mikey's late night slice. I think my wife said that Mikey's got a little bit more flavor, but we enjoyed it. I tell you what, the whole box was gone in like 5 minutes.
You are the person who famously says all pizza tastes the same,
and I stand by that statement too.
But it clearly doesn't because you said you enjoyed this.
Whoa. First of all, I didn't say the same. Similar.
Okay.
Similar.
Whatever.
And I just told you it tastes similar to Mikey Late Night Slice, which again further proves my point.
What was your pizza rating for this?
8.2.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Out of 10.
That's
pretty good.
That's high praise coming from Tyvis, I think.
I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite pizza spots in town at Brooklyn Pizzas. So yeah,
you've had it.
Yeah, I've had it multiple times. I recommend it as a.
What did you give it on a scale of 10?
I don't know if I gave it a rating, but I had it beat out. I think it beat out Adriatico's in our Pizza Madness last year.
Madness?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, Mike and I are big fans of that place. That was because it's also like I have family from New Jersey. When I would go back to New Jersey, this is the style of pizza we would have there. So I have some nostalgia for it. But it's the best one I found in town that does that type of.
It's not fair
pizza.
for me to judge because I've been to New York, but I've never had pizza in New York.
Oh,
so I don't know.
That's the first thing I do when I go back.
Yes, yeah.
Screw the family.
When I went to New York, I was there for business.
Oh, so okay.
You got to eat.
No, I didn't. I don't know if I did or didn't.
Have you never taken your wife to New York? Just gone to New York and like walked around, gone shopping, do the whole like living New York for a couple days?
So when I played for the Jets for a week.
No. Oh, I did that. No. I'm saying no.
Jets for a week.
I forgot you did that, but I don't care. What I'm saying
that was the time I was in New York.
Why don't you could just take a weekend? Like you guys, drop the kids off to parents, in-laws, whoever, and then you just fly out to New York, go see it. Go there's great restaurants. Go see a Broadway show.
This possibly the most insane thing I've ever heard somebody suggest to me. You want me to drop my kids off and go to New York for a weekend.
Take a weekend with your wife. Go rekindle some romance. That kind of stuff.
Why can't we can rekindle all that romance right at home?
I'm just saying. New York's a great city. You could go there. You could do that for a weekend.
We did. Come back. Like I said, when I was with the Jets, we had no kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that time I might have had a dog.
Okay.
But he was back in Ohio.
Okay.
So my wife came out.
Just running around.
No, he was there with his grandmother.
Okay.
Anyway, he said my wife had flew out.
Human or canine?
So the dog's just at another person's house. Just like, oh, and it's like, here you go. See you, Grandma. The dog's like, what's the owner of the dog is like, why do I have another dog now? Sorry, this is how dog rights work. This is your dog's offspring. I'm sorry. You have to watch it.
Anyways. No, when I was with the Jets, I was with the Jets for a week. So my wife flew out, and with the Jets, when I was on practice squad, what I didn't know is practice squad didn't travel with the team. Mm-hmm. That was like how the rule. I think who's the head coach? Todd Bowles, I think, was the head coach, and for some odd reason, practice squad didn't travel with the team, and they was playing Josh Allen in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So they was going to Buffalo. So I'm like, oh, well, I ain't got to go. Well, you should come down. We could kick it to the weekend because I'm going to go to practice Friday, day leaving, Saturday, Sunday. We can do whatever. So we went to New York, got a hotel in New York, but I didn't get pizza, which is crazy to think about.
You missed out.
I didn't even think about it.
Did you get bagels? Like, did you do
Did I get bagels? Are you kidding? That's bread. Are you crazy?
Oh, my God. You went to New York. Did you go to, like, there's so many places you could go to in New York.
What I did. I don't remember what we did.
You for sure went to Chipotle. That's what you did.
1,000%. I did go to a steakhouse. I can't think of the name of it, but I did take my wife to a fancy steakhouse.
That's
whatever
good.
a fancy one
Peter
is.
Luger or something like Peter Luger?
Something nice.
Lex Luger Steakhouse.
Something expensive.
Torture rack.
The torture, yeah. Give me 2 torture racks if you don't mind. That'd be great. All right. Well, good. I'm glad. We got to get you to New York at some point so you can try some real pizza.
I'm good.
All right, fine.
I like Columbus and Cleveland right now.
That's fine.
It's like some of my top choices.
Well, let's talk some football, okay?
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
All right, Dylan Huddle, question number 1. Do you think we will see Mike Tomlin coach in the NFL again?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This year, I don't know about that. I think he might take a year, let everything settle, wait for other jobs to come open. Maybe he wants a reset. But
the only opportunity would be like the Ravens. He would fit the Ravens, and I think they go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, their owner even said, he's like, I don't know if I could. He actually, it was funny, Steve Bisciotti, their owner, was doing the press conference about why they got rid of John Harbaugh, not Jim Harbaugh. And they broke the news to him during the press conference. He literally said, holy bleep. Like he had an honest reaction like, oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Here's the only reason why I say maybe not, because there's some people that think that he got fired, but they let him go out graciously. If he wanted to coach this year or next year, I think he would rather be fired because he's locked in for 2 years. If he's going to have to get, even if so Adam Schefter said he's not going to coach this upcoming year, but even if he wants to coach the year after that, a team's going to have to trade for him, and why make it harder for the team that he would potentially coach for?
Yeah, I don't know. I could just see, if I were him, I would say, let me go try the media thing out, get paid a lot of money to do that, see if that's fun. If I get bored with it, I can go right back into coaching next year. If not, I'll make $5 to $8 million a year or more and just do that for a while. That seems pretty good.
Someone who was in a similar boat as him was Sean Payton. That's what he did. He went and worked for Fox for a year, and then the Broncos traded for him from the Saints.
Absolutely. Huddle question number 2.
Besides Josh Allen, who is the best quarterback still playing in the playoffs?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
You got Purdy. Well, hold on. we have a guy who's possibly going to win the MVP in Matt Stafford, right? Like,
I guess that is the answer.
Wouldn't that be the answer?
That's the answer.
Who are you going to say?
Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV.
Hey, you know what? CJ would be sure. That'd be awesome if he becomes that guy. I don't think we're there yet when you've lost a couple fumbles like he did in that game, but he can still redeem himself. They got the Patriots this weekend. Huddle question number 3.
Which road team do you like the most this weekend?
Rams are at the Bears, Texans at the Patriots, Niners at the Seahawks, Bills at the Broncos.
Texans at the Patriots.
Ooh. I don't know, man. The Bears lost some guys, right? They lost their one of their linemen. Remember, tore his patella and walked off the field. They had another guy on defense, too, that went out with a broken leg. So that Rams team's pretty good. I know it's on the road for them, but I kind of like the Rams in that. And they're favored by 3.5. Trying to think if anybody else is. No one else.
The Bills
aren't favored. Broncos are favored by 1.5 at home.
The Niners ain't back 7.5. Man.
Yeah, that's something. Give me one more quick one, Dylan.
What team will land John Harbaugh?
The Giants.
Yeah, it's probably the Giants. You see, Brian Daboll was out there like saying you should take that job. I thought that was. I mean, that's interesting. The guy who got fired from there was like, no, I still think it's a good organization. Or maybe he hates John Harbaugh. I don't know. Maybe he's like, go take it. That's great. Have fun.
Setting him up to fail.
Enjoy Camp Scattaboo getting 8 concussions a year. That'll be great. Have fun with that. I don't know. But I thought that was an interesting move by Brian Daboll, who may, you never know, maybe someday be coordinating an offense for Ohio State. Someone needs to do it because it can't be promoted from within. It cannot be promoted from within. Speaking of Ohio State, Ross Bjork talked about the approach on NIL. You will hear what he said. Coming up next, T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. Well, the roads are still looking pretty messy out there, especially for our friends over on the east side by Reynoldsburg. Watching this crash, 70 westbound just passing State Route 256 out there. That right lane is currently blocking delays. As far as Etna this morning, if you can, take Main Street to head on towards 270. Once you get to that interstate, head southbound, get you back going on 70 in that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're ready to improve your health. But if you're feeling low energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, keeping that resolution can be tough. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if those symptoms sound familiar, we can likely help. They often point to low testosterone, and treating low T is what we do. But this year, we're also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring growth hormone peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more. Designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With our low T treatments combined with our body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
I lost count of how many foster homes I lived in. 20, maybe more. Each time, a new family, a new room, but never a space that felt like mine.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a permanent home.
Now I have my own room and decorated it myself. And just like my family, it's mine to keep.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Hi, this is Mike with the Good Feet store. Are your bad feet making work miserable? You're not alone. Here's Vale, a real Good Feet store customer.
I'm a salesman. I've pounded the pavement 35 years, literally. My legs ached, my feet hurt. It was just sometimes unbearable. But if you don't have a good attitude when you're in sales, it shows on your face. I heard an advertisement on the radio for the Good Feet store, and I said, what can I lose?
For over 20 years, we've helped people like Val get back to doing what they love without their feet getting in the way.
I walked in the Good Feet store and I said, my feet hurt. What a difference with these arch supports. When I go and talk to my customers, I've got a smile on my face. I can go all day long, and then some. It's the real deal. My name's Val, and that's my Good Feet story.
Don't let bad feet stop you from achieving your 2026 health goals. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Hey guys, 13-year NFL veteran and Super Bowl champion Jason McCourty here, and I'm the Innovation Ambassador at FAIR, Food Allergy and Research Education. I would say the most challenging thing as a parent of a kid who has a food allergy is probably the ignorance that I myself had in the beginning. I didn't know what anaphylactic shock was. I didn't know the dangers, let alone the things that she needed to be able to have a normal life. When you go to drop your kid off, and every single time in the beginning, we'd have to go through everything she was allergic to. Preparation is everything. And me, for playing football for 13 years, it was all throughout the course of the week. It's getting ready for game day. When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook, read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan. Because when my family's safe from food allergens, that's the real victory. Visit foodallergy.org to learn more.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers this morning, otherwise cloudy with wake-up temperatures in the 40s. And then as we head into the day, temperatures continue to plunge to right around freezing by late afternoon. We will see that rain transition into snow with gusty winds adding a wind chill. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with lows in the teens and still strong winds making our wake-up temperatures for Thursday in the single digits. Skies will be mostly sunny on Thursday with highs in the upper 20s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up at 8:30, we will talk with Boone Jenner, captain of your Columbus Blue Jackets. Big win last night for them. First of the Rick Bowness era. 1 for 1 in that era with him. We will talk with the guy who had the game-winning goal, an assist, and a fight for a Gordie Howe hat trick. Coming up at 8:30 with Boone Jenner. Should be a lot of fun. Ross Bjork was talking with Timmy Hall and 10 TV's Adam King. They had a sit-down interview with him. It's like a half an hour long. You can go check this out on all of our platforms, YouTube, 10+. It's all there. I want to play you a minute of Ross Bjork talking about NIL, because obviously this has come up quite a bit about how Ohio State is approaching it. Is Ohio State trying to follow the rules? Are they trying to be a little above and beyond the rules like most of these other schools are? Here's what Ross Bjork said frustrates him the most about what's going on right now.
The frustrating thing is we can't get our arms around the money piece, and we can't govern that piece because we'll probably end up back in a courtroom. And we all thought the House case settlement was going to capture enough of the upside. We were all worried about how are we going to pay for $20.5 million? Well, now we're trying to create third party, and we have here, to go way above that. So we have a soft cap, essentially. So to me, we've got to really look at, can we truly govern the money anymore? And should we worry about that? Should we just make it an open market? And then on the structural pieces, here's the things we can do. And this is where we might need federal legislation. Is we can make sure that this is still about academics, have academic rules. We can do our calendar a lot better. We can probably categorize employment in some manner around these athletes and, get some federal oversight from that standpoint. We need to make sure that we're protected from not being in the courtroom every single time we make a rule. We could probably have some recruiting structure. We could probably get that codified through Congress. But anytime we try to codify the money, it leads to this.
It's a bit of a headache, a bit of a problem. It's almost, dude, and I'm not even, this isn't Ross Bjork's fault, this part of it. It's the fact that the NCAA for 80 years said they're not employees, they're student athletes, they're students first.
Yeah.
They did that because of a legal argument they made in court when someone sued them back in the 50s or early 60s. And ever since then, they've just stuck to their guns on that. Instead of being flexible, instead of reading the fact that you're now making billions of dollars in college athletics, which they weren't back then.
Well, listen, they was getting away with it. This is $1 billion thing that's making all this money, and we ain't got to pay the employees. You can't beat that with a bat.
Right. But like you say, if you had a restaurant where it was all the business was, well, we buy the food, we have the manager who makes a ton of money because he manages all these people, but all the employees work for nothing. And for like 10 years, that was working good.
Yeah.
You can't assume that's always going to stay.
Early.
Right, but you've built a faulty business model, and now Ross Bjork and all these other people, to be fair to him, and I've been critical of Ross Bjork as much as anyone, But I will say all these administrators are dealing with a system that is trying to shove a square peg into a round hole. Like you are trying to make this amateur athletic thing happen in a world where everyone's getting paid.
They need to just let it go.
There's a system set up for that. It's called employment. That's what it is.
They should call it what it is and move forward. And then you won't have all these things going on about everybody panicking about portal and this person's getting X amount of dollars and all those things. I think you got to set the precedent of what positions is like in the NFL. Obviously, it goes up every year. You wait for that one guy to sign. Okay, that's where we at. Start there. That's we gotta have that. Now, what they should do is they should all collude and say we go
collude.
We not paying no more than $3 million to a player.
And guess what happens? They have this thing called antitrust. And guess what? All those executives who sign on to that and say, yeah, let's all collude. Guess what they're going to have to do?
They did it.
They're going to have to update their resume and get out of there.
They did it in the NFL. After Deshaun Watson signed, they colluded.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Jerry Jones.
We know they did. You're right. They did.
They all colluded. They said it.
Jerry Jones
the NFLPA could have rocked the boat.
They could have.
They blew it.
They could have, because that was the ruling in the NFL. If you missed that, after Deshaun Watson got his contract, there are memos from Roger Goodell going to all the teams saying, you idiots cannot give out $240 million guaranteed, $230 million guaranteed to one quarterback. That's going to ruin our financial model. And
if you go look at the next contract,
everyone,
Kyler Murray was next. I think Joe Burrow. I think all of them signed after that. It wasn't $230.
No,
guaranteed.
but the one that was up there was Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott that's
Jerry Jones
bit the bullet.
Did that, and then they pointed to in the court case and said, "Well, Jerry Jones paid as much or more." And it was all guaranteed. So he was able to go, and he didn't listen to what Roger Goodell said, but all the other owners did. And you're right. They all kind of did their version of it, and they got away with it. But in college sports, you don't have collective bargaining. You don't have any of that. Every time they go to do something like this, like he's talking about, when they go to limit the money, it goes to court, and the courts say, that's antitrust. You're the only game in town. These players can't go play in the NFL. They have to wait 3 years. If they want to play college football, they have to play for you. And if you're limiting the money, that falls under antitrust. That's why they lose in court every single time. I did see this from UCLA Athletics. This just gives you an idea of...
They just got somebody. One of our players just went there.
Oh, yeah. I forget who it was off the top of my head.
I seen it last night, too.
I'll pull it up. It's on the 11 Warriors, by the way. If you haven't gone to their website, they have a great portal tracker that'll tell you where everybody's going. And that's literally what I'm looking at. Maxwell Roy. That's who it was.
No, it was... No, it was
Malik Hartford. Okay, Roy was going there, too, though. So they got two former Buckeyes. Anyway... this article, this is from Ben Portnoy. It's not an article, it's just a note. UCLA Athletics received a $17.3 million donation from Larry Lane, who I guess has passed away, but he was a big donor to the school, directly benefiting football and men's basketball. $9.6 million to go to football, $7.7 million to go to basketball. It's part of a $40 million pledge that his family has made to the university to go to all these different things. And I just sat there and looked at that, and I thought, man, this guy, I don't know who he is. He worked clearly long and hard enough to get to a point where he could donate money to the school in that number, $40 million. But then I thought, $9.6 million on a football team these days is about like 2 or 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
Like good players.
Top guys, but
yeah, I'm saying like your whole life you worked for this. At the end of your life, you're like, I wanted to go to UCLA to help the football program. And they're like, cool. This is for a defensive tackle who's going to transfer out next year. Like that. I mean, there is something to this model being difficult to sustain. But also, this is the game that everybody begged to play it. This guy, Larry Lane, begged. He put it in his will that he wants the money to go to these guys. At some point.
Good for him. We, as a Buckeye, we appreciate that.
Why? He's not a Buckeye giving. He's giving to UCLA.
Oh, I thought you said to Ohio State.
No, he's giving it to UCLA. That's why I brought
that ain't going to do nothing for them.
By the way, also very quickly, Ross Bjork had this to say about the men's basketball program.
Look, we signed an unbelievable player, right, in Anthony Thompson, right? We got another commitment in the next class. We're doing really well, but resources, right? We need to continue to find more, and we're giving basketball, as much as we can. We need to have a great atmosphere in the Schottenstein Center. And right now, again, back to the consistency, we're not We're not consistent there, right? So those are all the things that we're working on. We're working with coach on a constant basis because we want to be competitive. That's important. We're good in a lot of sports.
Okay. I just want to point out, everybody's been telling me there's no resource problem at Ohio State. Resource is code for money. There's no money issue at Ohio State. They can pay whatever they want. They can pay whatever they want. They got all the money in the world. You ask him about any other sport than football, and he says, "Oh, we got a resource problem. We got a money problem." I'm just pointing this out.
Maybe those boosters are strictly donating to football. First of all, football is king around here.
I get that.
Like, we're not about to act like that's just.
I get that, but I'm saying everyone acts like it's an unlimited amount of money at Ohio State, and I do feel like.
I don't think that's the case.
Well, right. So what I'm saying is, I would just like some numbers on where are we at.
You could be a booster. If everybody that's an alumni of Ohio State donated just $5.
Oh, God.
You know how much money that would be?
We're not doing this. I used to work at a listener-supported radio station where every 6 months we had to have a call-in. We used to do that where it's like, in the next hour, it's matching dollar for dollar, up to $1,000. And we would beg for $5 and $10 pledges. I am not doing that for Ohio State. You want to do that, go right ahead. That's not happening for me.
$5 could go a long way.
$5 holler, sure. Boone Jenner, the Blue Jackets captain, scored a goal last night. Game-winning goal, in fact. We will talk with him about the coaching change, the win, everything coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing another crash out there. This time around, it's happening by the airport. It's on 670, that westbound direction as you head downtown, just passing Airport Road. That left shoulder currently blocked and seeing some major delays on 670 westbound, even 270 southbound over there by Gahanna, looking at 17 miles per hour, unfortunately, on this rainy and wet Wednesday morning commute. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1, 2, 3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I couldn't be the mom my kids needed me to be.
She missed so much.
After my last surgery, I got an infection so bad I thought it was going to kill me.
I told her she couldn't leave me yet. There was still so much she had to see. I hadn't even graduated.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I'm an active part of my kids' lives.
She can kick a mean soccer ball.
DAV's been there for me and my family. Through thick and thin, they've had our back.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned so they can achieve victories great and small.
My victory is getting my life back. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Wednesday, we talk to a Jackets player here on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. And today we are lucky to have Blue Jackets captain Boone Jenner joining us. After a nice performance last night, Jackets get the win over Calgary 5-3. Boone, good morning. Thanks for taking the time. And how did it feel to have that one go in with 1:34 left?
Morning, guys. Yeah, it felt great. Obviously, that was a big win for us as we try to climb back here. And, you know, we got a bit of a homestand. We wanted to start it off right and Bones coming in. So I like the way we played and you know, we got rewarded for it.
You know, they were teaching me some terms here, and I learned the term Gordie Howe hat trick, and they said that you had one. How does that feel to have one of those and pay respects to the great Gordie Howe? Yeah,
it's definitely a known hockey term, and something that guys want to get, and that's my first. So definitely happy to get one, but it's more important to get the win. But I mean, I think anytime someone gets a Gordy, it's a fun thing to get and have the guys joke about.
Well, what inspired the fight? Because you're not big into fighting. What made you say, you know what, let's go?
Yeah, it wasn't much of a play. I just finished a hit, and he kind of gave me a whack, and I turned around and gave him a whack, and I think it was just both of us trying to get our teams going, trying to get engaged physically in the game and get some emotion going. So it just happened. It was kind of spur of the moment. It's not like it was planned out, but just wanted to raise the intensity, and when you do that, sometimes fights are going to happen.
Jackets Captain Boone Jenner joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. So obviously Rick Bowness comes in. Bones, his debut as your coach. You've been here a while. You've been through a few coaching changes, to put it mildly. What is the situation like when the guy flies in, has the press conference the day of a game, and you guys get, a morning skate where you kind of get to meet him and talk to him? And I'm sure you were familiar with him with your time in the NHL, but I mean, that's a pretty unique experience, right? How challenging was that, just to go out there and say, yeah, all right, we're all kind of getting to know each other, and then during the game you're getting yelled at?
Yeah,
that's got to be a unique experience, right?
Yeah, definitely quite a whirlwind, and obviously it's tough situation whenever that happens, and Dean and Matt gave so much to us, and respect them so much, and we all kind of take responsibility for what happened. But if there's anyone I think that can do that situation, it would be Bones, just for his experience and how long he's been around the game, and he's kind of seen and done it all. So for him to come in, and he seemed comfortable right away. He had a message right away. He had things that he wanted to change right away, and kind of put some emphasis on the day without overdoing it. When it's a game day, you don't have much time to make tweaks and changes. You want to keep it somewhat similar, and I thought he did a great job of that. And as we go here, I'm sure we'll get to know each other more, and have other tweaks and changes within our game. And but I think it was definitely a whirlwind 24 hours.
Obviously the third period has been, something that you guys have struggled with this season, and you go into the third period, and obviously, Zach gets the power play to makes it 3-2, and then they score, make it 3-3. When it gets to that point, is there a sense that's like, here we go again? Or is it was like, no, this is not happening no more, and we're going to end this drought of the third period?
You know what? It was very positive, and we just wanted to get back and playing on our toes and playing fast. I think, there's some minutes where we weren't, and I think on the bench, and it was just kind of that next line that was going up, go out there, get us some momentum, and build off that. And I just really like the way we stuck with it that way. As far as we get a huge power play goal by Z, like you mentioned, and they come back and score, but we were able to, generate some shifts in a row there where we can get that momentum back. And obviously at the end, we just, by staying with it, playing fast, not really sitting back, just playing our game, we got rewarded for it.
Boone Jenner joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Obviously, you're a captain, you're a leader on this team. When there is a leadership change like you had with a head coaching situation, how much does that become incumbent on you to kind of, pull guys aside and say, look, hey, this is a rough situation. We have a new coach coming in. Do you feel that responsibility to kind of step up in that moment and say, all right, we got to have some continuity here while the new guy's getting his feet under him?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to step up in that role. And I think, when a change like that's made, like I mentioned, we all share that responsibility within the room. And, when that happens, I think it was just the message was, it's our time to step up now as players and as leaders and older guys on the team. I think we need to be at the forefront of that, and, really dragging guys along and really up in our play, and then it can trickle down throughout the lineup. So I think, I think us as leaders want to set the tone that way. And, hopefully it's something that we can build on as a group and with Bones coming in and, like I said, just build off of it.
Boone, earlier in the season, one of the things that people were concerned about was the power play goals, the special teams, and then you look at last night and they only scored on power plays. How do you look to fix that? How do you guys look to fix that for, like the Canucks coming up and things like that in the future?
Yeah, we definitely, need to, be better on the penalty kill and, letting in 3 and only 3 kills last night. It hurts us, right? So we want to be a team that, gets momentum off the penalty kill and, gets big blocks, big penalty kills and use that in our favor. And last night they were able to score a few, but we're confident in it. We'll look at it today, I'm sure, and go over things and just try to get better. And that's an area, special teams are huge in games. And whether it's a power play or penalty kill, I think both you can gain momentum off if your special teams are good and gaining momentum for you and you're confident there. So definitely an area we want to get better at.
Well, congrats on the big win, Boone. We appreciate the time this morning, and we'll talk again soon, all right?
Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There you go. Boone Jenner on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. By the way, out at Nationwide tomorrow night, it is DC Comics Superman night over there at the Blue Jackets Arena. So
Superman.
They've got a Superman night ticket package that gets you a game ticket plus exclusive Blue Jackets Superman jersey. Is that just a Boone Jenner jersey? Is that what that is? Because he was Superman yesterday. Designed for fans ready to trade in the cape for a sweater. So you can get that. Go find out more at bluejackets.com/tickets if you'd like to get in on that.
Superman is for you if you like no character depth with your superheroes.
Wow. Just I didn't know Superman was going to catch a stray on that.
I'm telling you. You know what? Although
I'm much more of a Batman guy than a Superman guy, but
yeah, he's
getting
got a lot
getting
more
an
going
exclusive
on.
Superman jersey seems pretty cool from the Jackets.
Real quick, this was just brought to my attention. I was on Twitter and I seen something. And you remember how last year when we played Texas and Ryan Day was like, I knew we was going to win that game because the ball bounced our way when Jack Scooper scored it. If it bounced towards.
Oh, you're talking about I thought you meant earlier this season.
No,
okay,
no,
gotcha.
Last
year.
Last
the
season.
champ. Yeah, the
2
playoffs,
years ago, whatever.
Playoffs. Yeah.
Anyways, do you know that technically, if you paid attention in Miami, that you should have known we was going to lose that game because Caleb Downs forced 2 fumbles on Malachi Toney, and both of them bounced right back to Malachi Toney.
That's a good point. Look at you bringing up. That's. I didn't even think of that. That's a good point there. We should have all seen it coming during the game.
We should have.
Could have figured that out. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Hit the buzzer next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing a new crash on our roads, and it's happening just south of Bexley, especially if you're coming in from the east side. The right shoulder is currently blocked on 70, that westbound direction at 33 and Livingston Avenue out there, causing some backups too with this rainy and wet weather. Guys, take it easy and just go slow. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Guys and ladies, talking to you. Get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free. And ladies, take $200 off the women's hormone test. Say no to diet trends, questionable online treatments, and deceptive pricing from other places. Synergenics and Low T Center are the leading experts. Meet with a real provider, get real medication and real results. Walk in or book an appointment at getmyhealthfix.com.
This weekend, the Ohio RV and Boat Show, brought to you in part by Ohio Credit Union, is back and bigger than ever at the Ohio Expo Center. Whether it's your first adventure or you're a seasoned outdoor enthusiast, this show has it all. One ticket gets you into all 3 buildings so you can see the latest in RVs, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, golf carts, and more. From towables to drivers, jet skis to pontoons, and more. It's all here. The Ohio RV and Boat Show at the Ohio Expo Center, January 9th through 18th. Get details and tickets at OhioRVandBoatShow.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Listen, if you told me 4 weeks ago that I'd have lost 27 pounds, I would have asked you if I lost a limb. But here I am, 27 pounds down in 4 weeks and all my limbs intact, thanks to Awaken 180. Where'd that weight come from? My waist. I'm already down 3 notches on my belt. My face. Yeah, I can see my jawline. That's pretty cool. You don't gain 27 pounds in a week, so you don't really notice when the weight creeps on. But if you drop it quick, doing it the healthy way, You can watch 3, 5, or even 15 years of weight gain disappear just like that. The Awaken 180 app keeps me on track, and my coach, Mandy, ensures the weight keeps dropping off. But the results on the scale are the true motivation. I'm becoming a new me and don't miss the old me or my approach to food and health. Well, maybe cheese on a burger, but that'll be back as soon as I'm on the maintenance part of the plan. That's the thing. You give up a tiny amount, in return, you get everything. Do what we all did and make your 180 with Awaken 180. Awaken180weightloss.com.
While serving in Vietnam, a grenade took my ability to see. Today, I'm a sculptor. Now, my fingers are my eyes. I'm Michael Naranjo. As a veteran, I know the challenges of life can be great. In my art, turning a lump of clay into something beautiful, that is worth doing. Life is like that. We each must use what we can to make things better.
DAV helps veterans like Michael get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
Now, I show others how they can create something with their own hands. I know it can do a lot of good. With support from DAV, more veterans can shape their lives into a thing of beauty. My victory is bringing beauty into the world.
Michael Naranjo, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I'm at Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Back in the day, if you wanted to listen to the fan, you turned on the radio, and that was the end of the story. But now, oh baby, stream us live on the Fan app, TuneIn app, iHeart app, we're everywhere. The Fan, Ohio's streaming destination. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
No doubt you felt the chill this winter. If you are sitting in your house and you're feeling the breeze coming in through your windows, or you just notice your heating bills are sky high, it could be because your old drafty windows are not letting the heat stay in your house. You need to upgrade to better windows that will keep that all in your house. You can do that with our guys at Window Nation. Buy 4, get 4 windows free sale. It's going on right now. Great time to replace all the windows in your home. You can get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. So those old builder grade windows that you might have in your house, those are not going to be as energy efficient as what they make at Window Nation. They come with a 50-point inspection from every window before it leaves the factory, 20-point inspection on every window when it's installed, and Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. You can partner up with them just like they partner with Ohio State. Right now, go to windownation.com. Get in on that deal. Buy 4, get 4 windows free right now, only through Window Nation. Check them out today, windownation.com. Bo Bishop is joining us now. Bo, we were having some pizza discussion earlier.
Okay.
Tyvis was talking about, he went to a place called Brooklyn Pizza here in town. Okay. And they do the big New York slices.
Oh, I love those.
See, I'm a fan of that too, but I have family from New Jersey, and that is the spot I have found. You'll have to try it sometime. It's the spot I found that does the closest replication of the New York style pizza here in Central Ohio. It's
what's the name?
Brooklyn Pizza.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you said you had New Jersey you were trying to send me. I've been to Brooklyn Pizza. You were telling me you were sending me someplace in Jersey.
No, I grew up in New Jersey, or I didn't grow up in Jersey. My family did. But when I go back there, that's the type of pizza they make. They have that.
Oh, they make it.
What do you mean?
Like, do your family make it or you buy it?
No. Like, we go to places that do it, but out there,
there's
everywhere.
Asking what place is the best in New Jersey?
Oh, I don't think he was. But if you...
Well, when you said... You said
I thought you were going to recommend a place in New Jersey.
Oh, I can give you a place. Well, the place we went to... The place we went to... Newark. We went to a place where my family's from. It's like the very western edge of New Jersey.
Okay.
There's a place called Alpha Pizza. It's in a little town called Alpha. It's a tiny little pizza place. And it's the kind of place where the people who own the place live above it. Or at least they have lived above it. And then they're just... Some summers we would go there, and I would get to see the family, and it'd be like, yeah, it's good to see you guys. When are we getting some pizza? And they would go, well, we can't go to Alpha because they're on vacation. Because the family had gone on vacation. And they were like, everybody left. They're on vacation for a week, and we would just happen to be on vacation the same time they were. We wouldn't get the pizza. But yeah, Brooklyn Pizza is the closest I've found.
One weekend in New Jersey in my life, a buddy of mine in Florida married a girl from Montclair, New Jersey, and I was in the wedding. And there's a picture. One of the friends that she grew up with was Paul from the Wonder Years.
Oh,
so I have a picture of, it was a Jewish wedding, and I have a picture with me and a buddy of mine each on a chair, leg, and Paul from the Wonder Years is standing next to me, and we have my buddy on a chair.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, Tyvis says you know what the Wonder Years is.
I don't know if Tyvis or Dylan do.
Never heard of it.
Probably not. Oh, it was a massive show in the when I was a kid, like late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah,
on CBS.
And it would be like the guy who's grown up, and he would be reminiscing. There was a narrative.
Life in the 60s.
Reminiscing about
what?
The Wonder Years. It was all about him growing up as a kid. But Fred Savage was in it.
You ever heard of the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of that too. Very much so. That's good.
Going back to the pizza, though, in the chat, Dogfather said New York style pizza is the worst undercooked floppy crap. Lowest on the pizza scale. And as a born New Yorker, Dogfather, 770 Twin Rivers Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. I'm here 6 to 9.
Hey,
every day.
New York's my favorite. I think New Haven's really good too. I like when they cook the undercarriage a little bit. I think the Chicago stuff, it's all good. Like, I think all pizza, it's like Vegas.
Yeah.
I never went to Vegas and went like, boy, that sucked. Every time I go there, I'm like, that was great. And I think all pizza's great. I don't think that it's all great. There's varying degrees of what's best. I'm not a big, thick crust guy. I like the tavern style, crispy best. But love New York. Love, if you give me a fork and a knife, I'll cut into some deep dish. I'm for all of it.
You know, Bo, I've been taking my daughters to basketball camp. What's the youngest ages you've coached?
Oh, God, dude. Like 3 or 4.
Okay, perfect. How do you get the 3-year-olds to stay locked in?
Easy. You get down on their level and you say, Coach only has 3 rules. I only have 3 rules. Number 1, we listen. That means when Coach talks, you don't. And where should your eyes be? Your eyes should be on Coach. So if Coach's mouth is moving, yours ain't, and your eyes should be on his. So that's number 1. The second thing is do your best. Try as hard as you can at everything you do. I don't care if you have success or not. I don't care if you make shots. I don't care if you can dribble. Just try as hard as you can, and that's a win for me. And then the third thing is have fun. And if you do the first 2, then the third one's easy.
That's funny because I
give
feel
that
like
speech every single practice, every single first practice of every age group. Even the 6th graders, I still give that because even they have a hard time listening, right? Because as soon as you start talking, they want to run their mouth and they have the attention span of a gnat. So, but if you set that rule right away, and then like the first couple practices, even with little ones, if you just like punish them a little bit, hey, hit a sideline. Talking when Coach was talking, Tommy, hit a sideline, like that type of thing. They get an order in a second.
You know, Bo, remember,
they want structure.
Remember we had the conversation and you was like, when your kids start playing, you're going to want to coach. And I told you, nah, probably not.
Yep.
Well, it's funny you say that because my wife has taken over. She's coaching like them in this little camp. And I get to sit back and just help and watch. But I'm not the guy that's running the drills and stuff. That's just her doing it. I think this is my role. I think this is where I'm going to be with this.
Your wife coached, right? Or your wife played,
yes,
right?
She played.
Yeah. So, I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. So, essentially, I think she got divorced towards the end, but wasn't like Pat Summitt, the legendary coach at Tennessee, wasn't her husband like really involved in the basketball program as well?
Oh, was
so
he?
You could
I
be
didn't
right
know.
in the middle of it. Yeah. I mean, I like that for you. Just being right in the middle of it. That's perfect.
that's honestly, that to me is great. If like my wife was like that level of basketball coach, like a Pat Summitt or someone that, and it's like I get to sit courtside and watch all these great games. My wife is wildly successful. That's great for us. And
what a win.
And if I'm like the husband who's just around being like, hey, guys, everybody get their orange slices. Everybody get some Gatorade. Like, dude, what do you need? Oh, you need a towel? Here you go. Like, I'm just hanging around, like helping out. Glad to, they went to the Final Four again. Yay. I get to go be a part of a Final Four team. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to think about it. That's great. Who would be against
you're going to love it. How old's your oldest?
5 and 3.
You're getting there, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
It's coming.
I know
it's
it.
coming.
It's the 3-year-old that's got the attitude, probably. The 5-year-old actually got some game. She got like a nice little jumper on her, too.
Of course she does.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course she does.
Learn from mom and dad.
No, just mom with the jumper.
Don't do that. You seen me hit it from Caitlin Clark's spot. Come on now.
They do a lot.
Tyvis's game he's a lot of Sean Marion. That's my comp for him.
It's the same shooting form. You're exactly right. It's it's eerily similar.
And I mean, Sean Marion was an all NBA guy. Yeah, like he's dude, perennial all-star. That's Tyvis's game. Yeah,
a busted shot, but a great player.
Never that ugly.
So I'm guessing it's a lot of NBA talk today on the show, Bo, as always.
Oh, that's all I'm going to do. Yeah, just going to do a lot of Rich Paul trading players on LeBron's team and acting like it's not real. Like, he doesn't speak for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 hours of that.
How many years have we done that with LeBron? As much as I love LeBron, but like, come on.
Just from LeBron's perspective, wouldn't you be like, dude, will you please stop?
Yeah.
Like I'm 40 some years old. I'm a man. I'm 40. Like I'm done with this. Can we be done?
I know.
Crazy.
Well, it's a first Friday miracle.
It is.
Looking forward to it. You guys have a lot of fun, I'm sure, lined up. So we're waiting to hear.
Oh yeah.
Should be a lot of
boys.
fun. All right. Thanks, Bo. Appreciate it.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
So Metallica, Bo was just talking about never had a bad time in Vegas. Metallica, 90% done negotiating a deal for 2027 where they will do a residency at the Las Vegas Sphere, which is the giant concert venue that's like all in the round.
I always wanted to go to check that out.
We should take the show on the road to the Sphere.
I don't know if I'm going to see Metallica.
Oh, you'd love it. They're great.
I saw Metallica at Sonic Temple.
What's a Metallica song that I would know?
Enter Sandman.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know that one.
There's tons of you'd know all of them. You'd hear them and be like, oh, this one is Metallica?
That's probably exactly what I would do.
The same thing we had to do with you with AC/DC.
Yeah.
You just had to play a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Like, I know this.
Now, I say all that. Their drummer, Lars Ulrich, is still a gigantic tool bag, and I can't stand him. But I'd still go watch them live, and they will be, Sonic Temple, right? They were doing that last year.
Yeah, they headlined 2 of the 4 days.
Who's headlining Sonic Temple?
Oh, I forget off the
Isn't it My Chemical Romance?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's My Chemical Romance this year.
Yes.
Also, got to go see them.
3-6 Mafia back.
There you
3-6
go.
Mafia was good.
Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We will talk to you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, before we go, I do want to give you a heads up about a big construction project happening in New Albany. Be mindful of some lane closures happening on 161 westbound from Hamilton Road all the way towards 270. That intersection out there. We got 2 left lanes blocked because of some repairs happening both today and Thursday. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Crew members will be out and about those daytime hours, too. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great Wednesday.